Good evening. This is Andy Earls with the Corning Sports Report. Welcome to Lepanto, Arkansas, right here in the heartland of the Delta. Flatlands, cotton fields, and some blues music. We got a non-conference battle tonight between the EPC Warriors and the Corning Bobcats. Folks, I'm your host, your commentator, Andy Earls. We got a ton of crew here tonight. However, first, before we even get started, we want to dive into this non-conference matchup. First, we got to pay our bills. We got some sponsors. We want to give them an opportunity to be heard and be seen as well. So, guys, again, Corning Sports Report's live coverage of Corning High Bobcat football. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. Harold's Barbecue out of Corning, Arkansas. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats. The best barbecue in town by a stoplight. Stop by and say hi to the crazy pitmaster, Lyndon Massey. Carry out, dine in, catering. Come hungry, leave happy. Harold's Barbecue. A big thanks to Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Kathy Goodman and staff would like to invite you to drop by for any of your pharmaceutical needs and or Razorback and Bobcat apparel. Drop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 1, or use the convenient drive-thru. Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Red Taylor Ford, locally owned and operated by the Taylor family since 1977. Their company has been an integral part of the Corning community since their beginning, participating and or donating to basically every major community project to come before them. They have a top-notch service department with master certified technicians. Contact them for all of your automotive needs at 870-857-3516 or at www.redtaylorford.com.
This is Mike Vincent, certified public accountant. I've been a Bobcat fan for as long as I can remember, having worn the black and gold as a student years ago. Join me in supporting our students as they proudly represent our school and community. And come see me on 2nd Street in downtown Corning for all your tax and accounting needs. Go Bobcats.
CSR would like to thank Parkview Restaurant of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. Parkview offers breakfast, lunch, and supper, including daily plate lunches, and they have a daily with a variety of lunch meats and nightly specials. Amy and Danny and Jordan are big supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Parkview Restaurant. A special thanks to Richardson Family Dentistry out of Corning, Arkansas. Locally owned, locally operated, a fine dental office with a great staff that are all proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcat Athletics program. Richardson Family Dentistry. Your local Farm Bureau insurance company introducing Ag Promise, an exceptional policy that protects everything farmers rely on. Ag Promise is a competitively priced, easy to understand, and tailored to meet your specific needs. That's Farm Bureau's commitment to you, and they have a team of local agents and adjusters ready to back it up. Give them a call today to protect your agribusiness. It's not complicated, it's a promise. Ag Promise, 870-857-6788.
Hey all you Bobcats, this is Ty Price of Price Farms, and I want to challenge everyone to attend at least 5 football games this year. Let's show our boys that we believe in them. Remember, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat.
A special thanks to Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation on their sponsorship. Whether it's grain bins, wells, pumps, underground pipe, or any service of that nature, Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation will take care of you. Rhonda and Jerry Solace would like to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. First Choice Healthcare in Corning, Arkansas, proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics, celebrating 25 years of community health care. At First Choice Healthcare, we practice compassionate, affordable health care for everyone to help improve lives and build healthier communities. First Choice Healthcare, your community, your health. CSR would like to give a special thanks to B&B Well Drilling out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas, for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Brian and Lisa Bass are proud graduates of Corning High School, and they invite you to call them for any of your well drilling needs. 870-215-3808, B&B Well Drilling. A big thanks to Clay County Electric Co-op out of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. CCE is an electric utility company in Clay County with dedicated workers and a friendly staff, and have always been proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Clay County Electric Co-op, 3111 US 67, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-3521. A special thanks to Woolard Flying Service out of Corning, Arkansas for supporting Bobcat Athletics. Matt Wooler would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck this season and also remind them that the sky is the limit. Woolard Flying Service, 870-857-3839. A special thanks to Civil Engineering Associates for being proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics. 2 locations, one in Jonesboro, one in Poplar Bluff. Professional engineer John Seelig of CEA would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Keith and Rhonda Turner of K-Ron Farms would like to encourage the community to support the students of the Corning School District. Whether it is a sporting event or an academic accomplishment, these students are representing our school. We need to let them know how proud we are of them. Let's show our Bobcat pride. It's great to be a Bobcat. K-Ron Farms. Looking for a good and reliable used car? Stop by and see the father-son combination of Mark and Kyle Williams at Mark's Car ER Auto Sales. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats, locally owned and operated, 870-565-5046. Wiedemann Farms, 561 County Road 131 in Corning, Arkansas. Wiedemann Farms has been serving the Corning community since 1978. Larry and Mary Wiedemann are proud supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Wiedemann Farms, go Cats. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Boschlicker Brothers Farms for sponsoring our endeavor. The Boschlickers have always been avid Bobcats and avid supporter of all things Corning Athletics. Thank you again, Boschlicker Brothers Farms. First National Bank takes the banking experience and customizes it to fit you. Whether it's supporting your Corning Bobcats or saving you time by eliminating trips to the bank, First National Bank puts you first, always. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, First National Bank. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann out of Corning, Arkansas. Extremely kind-hearted people who not only support the community, but they also support the Corning Bobcat Athletics. Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to State Representative Joe Jett for sponsoring our endeavor. Mr. Joe Jett has always been active in the community, whether it's supporting the town of Corning or it's supporting Bobcat Athletics. This is a political ad paid for by State Representative Mr. Joe Jett. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Watson Oil Company for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Locally owned, locally operated. Kelly and Chad Watson would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Watson Oil Company, 406 Southeast 1st Street, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-0006. Most of us are more comfortable doing important business with people we know and trust. You've been running into shelter insurance agent Kirk Scobie in Corning at church, at the grocery store, and the county fair for more than 25 years now. If personal service, trust, and easy access to your insurance agent are important to you, give Kirk Scobie or his team a call. Contact Kirk Scobie and ask about a free personal protection review for your auto, home, or life insurance today. From all the guys here at CSR, we'd like to give a special thanks to Mike Townsend. Mike Townsend is the owner and operator of Mike Townsend Farms, LLC out of Corning, Arkansas. Whether it's grain, lime, hay, byproducts, gravel, and litter, Mike Townsend Farms covers it all. Again, thank you to Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Rockwell Farms out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas. Logan and Karen Rockwell have been avid supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Logan, and Karen would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Rockwell Farms.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to Conquest and roll on.
Midwest Auto Parts, longtime proud supporters of the Corning Bobcats. Locally owned by the George family and serving your community since 1946. Midwest Auto Parts.
Roll in to Conquest and roll on.
Welcome back here, live on location, Corning Sports Reports live coverage of Corning High Bobcat football. We're in Lepanto, Arkansas, here deep in the heart of the Delta. Beside me here is my buddy, my cohort, my classmate from the great class of 2006, but more importantly, my friend, Jared Grady.
Hey, it's good to be here. It's good to be back.
Absolutely,
back
man.
in the saddle.
EPC won the toss. They will be receiving tonight. We've got a non-conference battle here first. Tell you a little bit about both teams. Corning comes into the game 1-1 on the season. Obviously, we won our first game on the road at Rector, so this is our second road game. Maybe we'll continue that success. We lost our last home game, obviously. Shot ourselves in the foot, had a couple big plays that were brought back, obviously. Could have been a different thing there without the turnovers as well and the miscues, so who knows. But either way, 46 new head coaches in all of Arkansas this year. One of them is on our sideline. Head coach Larry Treadway. It's his 45th season coaching on the sidelines, and he's still got the same passion and fire as he did for the first one. That is fantastic. It was a rough week this week for the Bobcats. Dakota Wilkins is not playing tonight. Riley Grubb is also not playing tonight. Richard Stokes has been sick all week long, from what I've heard. Had a couple departures. It's been a tough one. So it's one of those deals when it rains, it pours. So Corning comes in ranked 33rd in all of 3A out of 47 teams. Jared, you got a little bit on EPC maybe?
Well, Andy, that was well said. I'll try to follow up with that. EPC Warriors matched Corning's record at 1-1. Their head coach is Brandon Powell. He's an EPC alum, class of 2001, so he's a pretty young coach on the sidelines there. He's entering his 6th season here.
Back deep for the Warriors.
They're currently ranked number 12 in all of 2A out of 42 teams. That's a pretty good ranking there. 6-5 record last season. They finished second in their 2A conference. Losing to the Middle Stream in the first round. They were picked to win it this season. 5 EPC stars missed some. They were all last game. 2
Folks, it's time! And it was a muff kick there. It's not going to go very far. It's got to go 10 yards with your Bobcat. You can touch it. And that is not the way you want to start tonight, obviously. This is a kickoff. People just got a little bit up there. Those things happen. It looks easy to come up here.
Or the Warriors take over. First down and 10 Warriors.
I saw him clapping himself on the ring. His team was
absolutely. You see their offense. I tell you what, they had 11 yards last year. Had a shot. Pass the very first play. They're going deep on the fly route. They got him in wide open, and he just missed it. Threw it a little bit to the side of him. That was the number 4 preseason game. We just talked about Rashawn Day. He's almost got a touchdown. By the way, he had 10 last year.
What do you think about the school line this spring? It's too much in the way. I can do the bottom one again if I need to. I'm going to fix it.
You're going to catch some plays and take up there, man.
They did it 14 on the one tackle. He's going to be brought down, or is he? Swarm of Bobcats there. It looks like number 25 was in there for the Bobcats. That's Red Eddington. Good job in there. And then, of course, he held him on long enough for the Calvary to come clean that up. It's going to bring him to third. It looks like 7 here in the opening quarter of this non-conference battle. 11:55 on the game clock. Looking to pass right side. It's caught. And tackle is coming down. The question will be is where's the ball at? He looks short and hard advantage point. Short advantage point. It's going to be fourth down. Good job, Bo. We talked a little bit about the keys to the game. Before the game, very important. Out in open space. So 4th down 2 here. You see the Bobcats stopping the jump off sides. Good job.
Penalty flag on the field.
Good job by Preston Raines. You can see your offense.
Other coach to see how giddy this
That's fantastic.
That's a 5-yard.
Looks like they're going to stretch it out 3 and 4 wide, kind of like we do. Left, crossback, he's got it caught.
And the result of the play is good for another Warrior. First down and 10 Warriors.
Very tough. So first and 10 for EPC. They're looking to pass again. It's going to be a flag route. Gates got it for a touchdown. That kid is an absolute star. The quarterback and Gates, the running back slash receiver.
24, race time of the game. Break out the pop of CPC Turbo Cell. The body shot going in recovery. Ollie the punch and Delancey Murphy. Delancey Murphy field will be donated to St. Jude.
Man in motion here. Oh, Bob snap over his head. He's coming back in it. He's going to jump on it. Unsuccessful two-point conversion attempt. Good job of the Bobcats landing very back. He's in a hurry.
Jump out to a 6-1
feeding frenzy for those kids.
They're quick to get the ball.
Again, 6-0 here, opening quarter. EPC went down the road and drive scored pretty quickly. I tell you, the Bobcats, it's kind of been going back for a second down, 4th down and 2, and EPC just got enough for that first down. And, that play right there, get off the field and get down. That's really important.
Three plays and got
the Warriors kick off. And was it
momentum game maybe for the Bobcats. And I tell you, another part of the use was not to get out to a last year. Somehow the Bobcats came back and made a game of it. They lost 26-20. It's going to be Bo Young back here. And also looks like Mr. Dylan Knight as well.
Thompson gets set to kick for the Warriors.
As soon as I say that, here it goes. Bo Young receiving this on the near side. He's going to take it straight up, make one cut, another cut. He's got a little bit of hold. Good job of Bo Young keeping those feet chopping. Speaking of the Bobcat offense, 9 starters last season. They struggled to get the run game going last week because it looks like Red was just scaring them to pass. Blitz everywhere.
On the 41-yard line, Bobcats take over. First down is in.
Huge plays, but fall back with his own time. You'll see a 4-3 defense win their first lead.
Football.
Bobcats will be drawn on sides. So Bell will go to Coach Poe, get the signal. On the card. Too wide, up back. Keeper, plays it. He's got one. He's still chopping. Look at him go. My goodness. That was a 3-yard gain with the second effort. Where's that jersey? I think Superman does. Good job with those receivers. That's a great point. And that was Daniel Tarantino back there. And Dylan Richmond as well, the up back. Fantastic. High school. Second down and 1. He's got a hole and he's got a first down. Move the chains of the Bobcats. Handoff right up the middle. Another fancy retire. Getting them run the game. Clay Smith just plows over a guy. Goodness. That's a stick. He is so unable. You know, it took 4 quarters to get that in the record. We're barely halfway. We're not even halfway there. Good blocking by the right guard. Fantastic job there. There's going to be a penalty. head official is actually the one that threw the flag, and he's looking at the side official. I'm not sure what he's asking. If you're the one that threw the flag, you should probably know what it is.
Yeah. Well, if it's from our backfield, you got to think it's probably some bad news for Bobcats.
Still no official word. They are obviously pacing the ball back, so this will be a tough loss for the Bobcats. They talked about these teams too in penalties. Still have not got a call from the head official. Finally got a hold of the Bobcats.
It's a 10-yard penalty
It's a
from the
10-yard
spot.
variety, so that's tough. You don't really get behind the chains. We'll see what the Bobcats do with this one. Here's your flag. So he forgot that. He did throw about a good 9 yards. Good on.
Let's hope that he doesn't have to use it anymore.
Yes, please keep that in your pocket, sir. We would appreciate that. 2 wideouts, an up back and a half back to the side of Clay Smith. He's going to hard count. Nothing here. Trevor Poe, what's he going to do? Gives them the color code. And here we go. 8:48 here to go in the opening half. 10 seconds on the play clock. There's a snap. It's going to be a keeper to the left side. He's got room. He broke one tackle, cut it back up the middle. Good job by Clay Smith. A gain of about 7 or 8. And I'm going to tell you what, this running attack is working.
Yeah, they must have seen something, and they've ran Clay Smith several times now. This is his 3rd or 4th carry. Yeah, hopefully in the scouting report they saw that, the EPC defense gave up a ton of rushing yards last week against Walnut Ridge. Quarterback Andrew Beaver and the wide receiver had 223 yards on the ground.
Wow, Gutierrez kicks it out. He's got room. He's still going. And I tell you what, the penalty's not going to matter now. Move the chains for the Bobcats as they're rallying down the field. Love this answer and this bounce-back response here from the Bobcats early on.
Absolutely, man. It gives your team a whole ton of confidence if they get behind the chains and still can convert those first downs.
Absolutely. Could not agree more. And I tell you what, like you said, I'm sure they've watched video. They seen last week what Walnut Ridge did to EPC. They're not even trying to pass the ball. It's so funny. EPC came out air raid, throwing it everywhere. Corning just methodically running the ball down their throat. And here we go again. Gutierrez cuts up, breaks the tackle. My goodness, he never falls backwards.
No, he doesn't. Man, I like how he was patient. He was patient back there. Kind of was reading his blocks. There probably wasn't a hole that opened up early, and then he just shot through that hole.
Fantastic job of Gutierrez. Man, they're riding that train, and he's tapping his helmet like he wants a break there, and I don't blame him. Clay Smith and him, they are absolutely pounding the ball right now. Pounding the rock with 7:39 to go here in the opening first quarter. Corning down 6-0. You got a big offensive line. Why not use them? I love it. High snap. They get it off, though, and my goodness, right there in the backfield is number 50. That's Malaki Garrett. By the way, he's their top offensive lineman, according to their coach. He started every game last season on the O-line and D-line, and my goodness, somebody forgot to block that kid, and he's a big old boy, too. It says 5'10", or 5'10", 210. I'm not so sure about that, Jared.
Yeah, you don't want to see someone like Jake Gutierrez do a one-on-one matchup if he gets his paws on him.
Yeah, it's almost over. And here's Clay Smith, keeper on the near side. He's going to, I hope he's okay there. His leg got caught up underneath him there. They finally push him out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal for the Bobcats. It's hard to tell exactly where that football is. It looks like about the 6 or 7 yard line of EPC. 3rd down, do you show them a different look here? It's obviously 2-down territory, but do you show them a different look here? Maybe a little play-action pass?
I bet you they would probably bite on that, but I like how Corning's offensive line has been pushing these guys and making some holes. Let's just let them do their business.
Gotcha.
Do the nasty work.
Don't get too cute. Here's Gutierrez, and my God, he's met by a swarm of guys. The first one there was number 5. That's Cannon Argo. He was the junior high leading rusher last year, 4.7 speed, and you've seen it there. He was in the backfield in a hurry. That's going to bring up 4th and go. Now, obviously the last drive we've seen EPC convert a big 4th down. Let's see if the Bobcats can do it.
Yeah, they got to respond here. I'm not going to say that the game's on the line early, but they really need to answer this home crowd and keep them out of it.
Absolutely. The Bobcat faithful start cheering, even get on their feet over here. It's awesome. Cheerleaders are going at it. You love it. The mascot's into it. 4th down and go from about the 8.5, 9 yard line. Clay Smith rolling to his left side looking to pass. He's got a man. It's Comstock. Is it intercepted? I believe it is.
Yeah.
Intercepted, and it's hard to see from all the way over here who intercepted that ball, but great job by the EPC defensive back there of getting in front of Comstock. Now, Gary did go up, and he went up after it, but just a little bit in front of him there. Good position by the EPC defensive back. tough way to end your first drive.
Well, you just got to hope that the defense can buckle down here and force a big turnover themselves.
Absolutely. We'll see how they respond here. Again, you got Preston Raines, who we weren't even sure was going to play. From all reports that we heard, he wasn't going to play today. But he's definitely a difference maker back here. He's getting flushed out. That's Jared Seelig. He's going to bomb it deep to Gates again, and he dropped it. Wow! Right through his hands, and I tell you what, let's see if Raines gives him the look, and he is. I tell you, when that ball is put on a dime like that on the run, he's running for his life from Jared Seelig, the senior, the very good senior, by the way. 275 pounds. He bench presses 325, but he can run, too.
Yeah, you're not going to get many of those where Gates drops those passes right in his mittens.
My goodness, that was a pretty deep pass, too, probably about a 20, 25-yard gain. And I seen Raines stare Gates down there like, come on, man, come on. 2nd down and 10 with 6:02 here to go. Handoff up the middle, almost tackled in the backfield there by number 7, Landon Berry. Just couldn't quite get him. He is brought down after about a 6 or 7-yard gain. It didn't look like much, but he gained about 5 or 6, actually, I'm sorry. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 for EPC. Was that the first drawed-up play that we seen for a run for EPC?
No, it was the second one.
Second one, okay.
Yeah, they had one probably similar 3 or 4 yard rush.
2 running backs are going to crisscross, give it to Gates. He's going to beat him as he brought down by Berry. Great job by Landon Berry. Fantastic job. He held on this time. He's been so close back there several times. He didn't bite on the misdirection. Good eyes there by number 7 in white.
Hey, we're going to need somebody on this defense to be in his face mask all game long. Someone on this defense needs to step up and show Gates their face every single possession.
Absolutely, number 7. And they are going for it here deep in their own territory, 4th down and 5.
Got to be careful not to be drawn off sides here.
Absolutely. Good call, Jared. Good call. 4th and 5, 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter, and they are going for it, looking to pass. Comeback route, he's got it, and the guy catches it. That's number 28. That's going to be Deuce Moore, and it's going to be awful close. They're going to give him the first down there, it looks like. It's hard to see if he got any forward progress down there on the opposite side of the field from where we're at here, but I guess he did. That's having a lot of faith in your quarterback right there.
That's just challenging this Corning defense. They got to step up and they got to hold them on these 4th downs.
That's 2 of them that's been tough, man. Get them that 4th down. It's so tough. Like I said, they spread you out so far, and this kid's got the arm to get it anywhere he wants to. And here he comes again, looking to his left. He doesn't have anybody open. Jared Seelig's all over him. He passes it to nobody almost. There was a receiver finally coming in there. That was Gates again. And, man, look for that guy there. This Bobcat defense now, listen, they are a very opportunistic Bobcat defense. They forced 6 turnovers in 2 games so far.
Yeah, it looks like they had Preston Raines a little bit shaky in the tackle box there. He didn't know where to go with the ball. The receivers were covered.
And we got a 2nd down and 10. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and he's almost brought down. He's still going. Finally, shoestring tackle there by Gary Comstock. Guys, we apologize if our live stream is coming in and out. We had everything set up, had everything right, tested it, everything was good. Then we heard a PA announcement about Verizon and Wi-Fi going down at the same time, and that was just a nightmare look. If you could have seen Colton's face, it was priceless. He said, "You got to be kidding me." It seems like every week we face something. Some kind of issue technology-wise. So 3rd down and 8 here, 3:48 to go. Raines looking to his right side, only one receiver there. Number 28, he drops it. It's picked up by Bo Young. He's got nothing but green grass ahead of him. He's got one man to beat. It's going to be the quarterback, and he's going to bring him down. There goes that man again, Bo Young, the Say Hey kid.
Wow, what a way to keep his head on a swivel, find that football up in the air. He saw the receiver didn't have it, and it just kind of dropped in his breadbasket, and he knew what to do with it.
He just seems like he's in the right place at the right time. And sometimes timing is everything.
Hey, man, some people have that. They're just always in the right place at the right time. Better to be in the wrong place.
That's right. That's absolutely right. That's a huge momentum shift here with 3:37 to go. Let's see if the Bobcats can capitalize. They hand it off to Jake Gutierrez. He's following big old 64, and I don't blame him. And he's getting somewhere too, baby. Great gain there by Jake Gutierrez, about 9, maybe 10 yards. I think he's got the first down. Move those chains, Mr. Ref. Thank you, sir. First down for the Bobcats. You don't need the other chain gangs. It's 1st and goal.
Man, I hope that he doesn't run out of gas on this possession. It looked like he was getting a little winded last time. Let's punch this one in for 6.
And how about the 6'2", 275-pound Jared Seelig out there in front of that thing? That's a pulling guard. That's not easy because Gutierrez is about 4'7", 4'6" speed, so it's tough to get out in front of that. Keeper, Smith at the middle. One guy tries to arm tackle him again. That will not work with number 12. He gets a positive gain of about 2 yards. That's going to bring up a second down and goal. Actually, they're going to give him a little bit more than that, 4 or 5 yards there, and we'll definitely take it. I tell you, he's so tough. His bottom half, if you guys will watch it tonight, when the first contact comes, watch his bottom half. They keep chopping. The motor doesn't stop. It's like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, it's like a steam engine. Once it gets rolling, buddy, you just can't stop them.
It's hard to stop, absolutely. Second down and goal here. Hand off to Gutierrez. How did he squeeze through there? I don't know. Still didn't get much, but, man, that first wave of defenders came through there like a tsunami.
Planted that left foot down, kind of squeezed through a little hole there. Probably learned that chasing from or getting chased by his siblings, you know. I don't know if he has siblings, but
you do. You learn that really quick.
Wrestling around your friends, you just kind of learn to squeak through those little holes like that.
That's the elementary hide-and-go-seek tag games there in the Bobcat crowd. I don't know if you can hear them or not with our microphone, but, my goodness, they are getting into it as it's third down and goal here for the Bobcats. Handoff to Gutierrez. He's going to be brought down in the backfield again, this time by number 21. That's Austin Baker. 4.6 40 speed. He's quick, and he got back here in a hurry. It's going to bring up another fourth down. Do you burn a timeout? It looks like they're going to. Timeout Corning. While we're taking a timeout, we'd like to mention White Barn Creations in Corning, Arkansas. Owner Christy D would love to have you drop by and check out their plethora. That's a big word for me. Plethora of different items such as homemade bath bombs, candles, shampoo for dogs, laundry detergent, all-purpose cleaner, lingerie, farmhouse decor, baby gifts, and beautiful custom paintings on canvas and wood, and much, much more. There's even a flea market on the other side of her building that Christy rents out, and you just never know what you might find in there. Flea markets are strange, they're crazy, they're fun. 1203 West Main Street, Corning, Arkansas, or check them out on Facebook. Again, I mention every day, Old Man Rivers running a camera out there. My father, if he has Facebook, I promise you can too. Also, we've got some city events that we want to mention as well. City Council meeting, guys. Very important. Tuesday, September 24th at 5:30 p.m. at the City Hall in Corning, Arkansas. This is about the city sewer rate. It's going to be determined. Very, very important. If you are a resident of the city of Corning, or maybe you have kinfolks that are residents of the city of Corning, get them out there. City Council meeting, again, Tuesday, September 24th, 5:30 p.m., City Hall in Corning, Arkansas. It's about the city sewer rate. It's going to be determined in that meeting. They want you there. About 7 yards to go for the Bobcats. Fourth down and go. Big-time play here. What do you do, Jared?
Tough question, man. That's why I'm not a football coach.
Here we go. They're going to fly around. A little jump by Bo Young, and he got it! Touchdown! C-H-S! Put 6 on the board for the Bobcats of Corning. The black and gold strike with 1:43 to go in the first quarter. Snake eyes, baby, 6-6.
There he was again. Never keeps his eye off that ball, does he? Second chance opportunity.
It looked like volleyball there for a second, batting it up and stuff, but great job, great determination. That's tough, too, out there in the corner like that. Good pass by Clay Smith. He put enough air on it. 2-point conversion, low snap. Smith gets it. He's going to improvise, running to the right side. He's in! Count it, baby! Way to go by your senior leader and captain, Clay Smith. Low snap. He didn't panic. He improvised. I don't think that play was meant to go to the right side, but Clay said, watch this, folks. 8-6 Bobcats. 1:43 to go in our opening quarter.
You know, 2 weeks at Rector, he had a couple of those low snaps, and honestly, maybe we just need to give him low snaps. He operates pretty well from those. Somehow he makes some production out of nothing.
Oh, goodness, that is awesome. That is awesome. And our statistician over here, social media manager Carson Bowser, said after that interception, Bo Young is now in a 4-way tie for number 1 in the state in interceptions. That is huge stuff right there. That's a kid that didn't even play football last year. Good job, Carson Bowser, figuring that now. I don't know how he got it, technology. He's young. He's good. We appreciate you, bro. That's why he's on the staff right there. We'll see if we can get a little better kickoff this time, Jared. And it's going to be Colin Wilson this time. I believe it was Kent Young the first time. And, again, hey, nothing against Kent there. Just sometimes you don't get that foot planted, and he's probably a nervous wreck. I believe that was the first time I'd seen Kent Young kicking this year, too, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Rocky Flores has been the kicker before that. So Colin Wilson out here to kick off for the Bobcats. And there's no one back very deep at all for Rivercrest. And there's a reason why onside kick opportunity not going to happen for the Bobcats is Gavin Constant. They're a big third down target. Good hands, and that's the reason why he's a third down target, and that's why you got him up on the front of the line there. Usually you don't see kids that are that small on the front of the kickoff return line unless you're expecting an onside kick.
Well, Andy, let me ask you, has Corning been kicking it deep very much this year, using pooch kicks or onside kicks most of the time? Or
well, here's the thing.
Is that a strategy they just implemented tonight?
That's a very good question. The thing I would say is this. Obviously, your first 2 games have been against Rector. Sorry. You've had Jacob Carter back there, Shannon Patterson, and Max Ford, all speedsters, game changers. I don't know that you kick to them anyway, so I really don't know. It's really hard to. Jared Seelig all up in the backfield, and it looks like the Bobcats are going to take him down. Sack in the backfield by Fisher Francis. Jared Seelig flushed him, and Raines had just nowhere to go. And he's limping, folks. He is limping right now. It's noticeable. Good job by Francis. It looked like Fisher Francis was being held. It didn't matter.
Love the pursuit there, man. Jared Seelig got that big paw up there. He kind of flustered Raines. Good thing that he didn't get a face mask there. That was kind of a high hand, but he didn't grab a hold.
That's a good point. You got to be really careful. Watch for the misdirection here. Here they go again. And it's not going to work again. Gary Comstock back there from the opposite side. Looks like Dylan Richmond. Great job there by the Bobcats. That play is not working for EPC. 3rd down now, and it looks like a long 10, maybe 11 yards with 49 seconds to go. Play clock's at 27. They will have to snap it for one more play here in the first half. Preston Raines has got to be thinking, man, I'm flushed everywhere. I'm rolling everywhere. You guys are dropping passes. Somebody help me.
Well, hey, he's been airing it out all game long. I wouldn't expect for them to stop now. It's been working.
Absolutely. Quick comeback route. It's going to be caught by EPC. He's breaking 2 tackles. He's not going to break Gutierrez or Gary Comstock, though. That's Gavin Constant again. He's their big 3rd down target, and that's where they went to. And he caught it, but just not enough. Now, if they went for it on 4th down earlier at about their own 25-yard line, I think they're probably going to go for it on 4th down here. It's going to be about 4th down, and I'm going to say about 7, Jared.
I want to see this Bobcat defense make them pay for disrespecting them on 4th down. I want to see them not just hold them on 4th down here, but, you know.
You're saying take it personal.
Take it personal,
take
absolutely.
It personal. Timeout's going to be called here, and I'm looking over I don't know who called it. They never made the signal. So either way, what a great job by the Bobcat defense and the Bobcat faithful up. And by the way, it's a good crowd over here in Lepanto. It's a pretty good drive for Northeast Arkansas.
You know, I would say that Comstock has taken it a little bit personal in this possession. He looks like he's been on every single tackle of every single play on this possession for EPC.
Yeah, he sure has.
It's good to see one of our defensive players just get into the face mask of these guys and continue to just harass them. Tell him that he's going to be in their face mask all night long, that they're going to get used to his face. They're going to be inviting him to birthday parties. They're going to be inviting him to family reunions because they're going to get to know him that well.
I like it. Up close and personal. Up close and personal. We absolutely love it. Hey, listen, this defense has not played bad all year. Last week, yes, they give up 27 points. That may be the case. But listen, 2 of those were turnovers deep in their own territory, and that's tough. They give up maybe 1 big play on a screen pass. They did a really good job. You know, I know it said 27 on the scoreboard, but that's not all on the defense. This defense has been pretty stout so far this year.
Yeah, and that's going to be key against this EPC team is not giving up the big plays. And I think that starts with those linebackers. You got to get in the face of Gates. You got to let them know that they're not afraid of him, even though he's rushed for 1,100 yards last year. They need to let him know that their presence is going to be felt.
Absolutely. 4th down. Big play here by the Bobcats defense. They got pressure. Raines throws it out there. No one there. Looking for number 28, Deuce Moore, and he just underthrown. I think Raines kind of panicked, and he's limping off again. He is limping off again. This Bobcat defense has flustered him now, and that's not – you don't see that from that number 9 if you've watched him in his career in the highlight videos. I promise you. That's not easy to do. We're being told by Carson Bowser that Jake Gutierrez already has 37 yards of rushing here in the first quarter. As we are now in the second quarter with 11:56 to go, Bobcats will take over near midfield at their own 49-yard line with a new set of downs, and I'd love to see them pound that rock. Let's run that football.
I was actually going to say the opposite. I want to see Clay Smith, and I want to see that arm. I want to see some of these wide receivers. Bo Young had the touchdown catch.
That's why we're so different. We'll get to that here in a minute, too. Oh, Clay Smith, keeper, he's got a hole, and I tell you what, boy, he gets north and south awful quick, doesn't he?
He does, and he's got a little bit of movement. He uses his arms real well to kind of shed defenders, and they never really just get a clean solo tackle on him. It takes a couple of them to take him down, and he's always falling forward.
That's a good point. You know, Clay isn't the most, athletic kid out there as far as agility-wise, but you're right, no one really gets a good hit on him. No one really gets him squared up like you would want. 2nd down here and 5 yards for the Bobcats. Hand off to Jake Gutierrez as the man in the backfield. That's number 10 of EPC, Levante Taylor. He's a transfer from Rivercrest, and he was back there in a hurry.
That's a couple times we've seen a linebacker or a defensive back stunting and getting across the line. So, I mean, it's tough for those offensive linemen to pick up those extra men, and that's just tough to play against.
Yeah, you've got one deep safety here, but you got a sophomore out here on Bo Young. You feel like that's one of your better receivers. I say let's test it here on 3rd down and 7. 10:52 to go. Here comes the snap, and he's going deep. He's got him. He's going to be underthrown a little bit, and it's going to be picked off there. That's that sophomore we were just talking about, Barry Rossell Jr. He led the junior high last year for EPC in receiving yards, and you can see why the kid can go up and catch it. We just talked about it. Good route by Bo. It was just a little underthrown by Clay Smith there. He did have a step on him, though, and the safety was just a tad too late.
Hey, it's okay. You just got to get Clay Smith on the sideline and just tell him in his ear, like, hey, that was the guy had him beat. You just got to throw that ball a little earlier, just a little bit earlier.
Well, I will say this, too, that, Clay actually, that's just about as good as a punt, honestly.
Yeah.
But Clay did overthrow a couple people last week. Maybe that's in his head a little bit. 1st down and 10. They're going to run it. EPC is right up the middle with Gates, and, man, you can see the athleticism. He may be gone. He's going to be tough. Parker Davis, he brought him down. Touchdown saving tackle 2 weeks in a row by number 45. That's a sophomore. Great angle by the young man in white. He wasn't scared at all. But, man, you can see how dangerous number 24 Gates is. His step hop reminds me of a Mark Ingram, of an Emmitt Smith, especially in traffic. That's tough to be like that in traffic, and that's how he does it. And they're going to air it out the first play. It's going to be a fly route. Oh, my gosh. They could easily get offensive pass interference there. Obviously, the ball's uncatchable. There's no uncatchable in high school football, by the way. It's either pass interference or it's not. But the receiver fell and almost knocked down the defender.
Didn't know that, Andy. Thanks for the education.
Yeah, there you go. He can throw it out to the school bus shot back there, and if it's pass interference, it's pass interference. It's irrelevant. 2nd down and 10 here for EPC. That'll stop the clock at 10:19 to go. 20-second play clock shouldn't be a factor here. We're kind of bunched up a little bit. Slot receivers a little closer. There's Gates again. He's so patient. Good job by Seelig. He may have tripped him up. Comstock down there on the ground as well. Not sure who you're going to give that tackle to, but either way, good job by both of them. Comstock was on the ground reaching there. He wasn't giving up on that play.
That's good. Comstock, invite him to your family reunion, Gates.
I love it. 3rd down and 5 here for EPC. Where are they going? They're going right back to Gates. Great job of the Bobcats in the backfield. They don't make the play. And man, who is that? Come up and, put a lick on him. Number 1, Nakota Amaker. My goodness, he came out of nowhere like a kamikaze. You're either the hammer or the nail, and he was a sledgehammer.
Hey, man, he said, I'm not afraid.
He wasn't either.
To take a stand.
4th down and 2. Let's see if the Bobcat faithful gets on their feet here and gets excited. You can already hear them. They are. This is awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. And, of course, they're going to go for it here. They've gone for it all night. No sense not to. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be stopped. The Bobcat defense comes up huge with a big stop. Those crushers on the Corning crushers up there on front. And Landon Barry in there again. Red Eddington. Who else was up there? We're trying to see numbers. Fisher Francis. I don't know what you do here. Maybe just let Clay Smith do his thing. It seems like when he keeps the ball to the left side, good things happen. So, again, we don't know if you can hear us right now or not. We're doing everything we can to get this thing back going. We apologize. Just a catastrophe as far as technology goes. Hand off to Jake Gutierrez. He's got a head of steam. He's going to bounce it all outside and just brought down by number 4, Barry Rossell Jr., and that will not be enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs by Corning, and if he can just get by there, maybe one more step, he's gone for a touchdown.
You know, if you're an EPC fan, that's sophomores making some big plays in this game. You know you got to be really excited about that class as they grow and mature.
Absolutely. Not only that, but, your stud quarterback is just a junior. So, that's a big, big deal. Again, guys, we apologize if you're just hearing us. We don't know if you can or not. Verizon and their tower's down. The Wi-Fi's down. We had a big run by Clay Smith, got us down there, a 32-yard run. And then 4th down and 5. Gutierrez almost broke it for a first down and a touchdown, but was just tripped up short of the sticks. EPC's taking over here with 6:11 to go and counting. It's 8-6 Bobcats, so that's the good news, and they've got a long way to go. And Preston Raines is back out there. He has been hobbling around, though. He's going to hand it off to Gates, let him do the work up the middle, but he's going to be met right in the middle there. It looked like by the middle linebacker, and I can't tell. There's so many jerseys there on the ground. It might have been Gary Comstock again. Fisher Francis was in there, and so was Jared Seelig. And Red Eddington. Man, I tell you what, Red Eddington's been out there. He's been playing some ball tonight, and so has Fisher Francis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Red Eddington was the one who met him in the hole.
Absolutely. The bad thing is it's going to be a 1st down and 10, though, for EPC. They do move the chains there.
Plenty of time on the clock for EPC here, so Corning defense doesn't need to find themselves on their heels.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with that. My goodness, great job. Gary Comstock, I don't know that he misses tackles ever. That's fantastic job. He was actually falling on his heels a little bit there and somehow held on to a very strong and very quick Gates kid for EPC.
Well, he's an impressive size linebacker. Really long arms, a little bit lanky, but, all you got to do is just be able to wrap up on guys.
Sometimes you're just a gamer, and that's what he is. I mean, he's just an absolute gamer, so great job. We'll see if we can get some pressure here on Raines. We can. He's going deep. He's got a man open. Over the outstretched hands of Parker Davis. He's going to catch it. That's number 10, Levante Taylor, the transfer from Rivercrest.
Man, that was a really big catch there.
Yes, it was.
The Bobcats defensive back had a hand up on it and just about had it. Good focus on the Warrior to haul that one in.
Yes, it was. Honestly, Parker Davis played that pretty well, I think, for a sophomore. I really do. He was right there, almost got a hand on it. Gates up the middle. He's going to be met by Seelig and another Corning defender. That might have been Comstock again, and then the rest of them are going to clean it up. Red Eddington was in there yet again. It feels like we're calling the same names. Number 7, Landon Berry, also in on that one. Good job swarming. It's one thing for, hold the guy up, and it's another thing for your far side defensive back to come in and make a tackle. Good job there by the Bobcat defense of swarming, not just assuming he's going to go down. 4:25 here to go in the second quarter. 4 wide, they're stacked. This will be an interesting slant pass. It's going to be good. Caught by number 11, Gavin Constant. He's their 3rd down receiver. And I tell you what, every time they've had a 3rd down or a 2nd and long, that's who they've gone to.
Nakota Amaker came up and gave him a pretty big pop. He's done that a couple times this game. He's not afraid.
Yes, he has. Kamikaze style. We love it. 3rd down and short. They're still going to spread you out. 4 receivers. Halfback to the far side. Raines looking to throw. Comeback pattern. That's dangerous. My goodness, Parker Davis. Receiver did a good job there of trying to come back to the football. It looks like the receiver's hurt a little bit, holding his back there as he comes back. Parker Davis just about picked that one off, and all he would have had in front of him was nothing but green grass. 4th down and about 2, maybe a long 2, maybe 3 here. Big play here at the end of the first half with 3:50 to go.
School board still indicates that EPC has all 3 of their timeouts.
I believe that is correct because earlier we had an injury timeout, not a timeout by EPC. So here they go looking to pass again on 4th and short. Raines is going to look to run it. He is going to take it upfield. It looks like he's going to have the first down.
And the result, the play's good for another
Last play.
Oh, I apologize. That wasn't Gary Comstock, Parker Davis. That's a sophomore out there all over the field as well. New set of downs for EPC. 3:30 to go as the clock's still going. 15 on the play clock. Two backs. One's going to go in motion to the far side. That's Gates. They're going to throw it to him, and he catches it. Just caught it. There's a flag on the field. Good job by Again, we're probably too far into replay now, but you got to have 4 guys off the line of scrimmage there, and I'm not sure what the call there was. It might have been an illegal motion too. And here's the thing. I believe you need to find. If it's a 5-yard penalty, you should keep the ball out of the game.
We got an illegal shift against the offense. That penalty is declined. Second down.
Offense again. I mean, they can go 15-20 easy in any play. I don't blame Coach Treadway there. I really don't.
Yeah, they got a playmaker in Rayshawn Gates who can easily get that yardage back.
Absolutely. Second down and 14. Clock running 3:10. And here they go with the same play again. They're going to look to the opposite side. It's going to be a slant pattern. It's going to be caught by number 28. That's Deuce. Number 28. Deuce. 6'2".
Well, Andy, Preston Raines is putting the ball on the spot. Is there anything else that we could do to kind of help defend that a little better? Or?
Well, I tell you what I wouldn't mind doing is actually pressing on the receivers aside from Gates. If it's Gates, don't press on him. But as a handoff to Gates right there, he's going to get the outside. He's going to cut it back up. He's still got some room to go, and I don't think they're going to catch him as he dives into the end zone on the far side for a touchdown. Gates for a touchdown there.
Number 24, Deuce Moore. Rayshawn Gates. I'm just as excited as y'all are. Get those ones out to our sponsor, New Orleans Auto Sales. AT and expensive services.
Blocks on the outside like they did.
Absolutely. And EPC is going to go for 2. Nothing different here. Just got a man in motion here. He's going to come across the quarterback. Raines with a pass. He's looking to pass. Guy's covered up. He throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Bo Young, good job getting your hand in there, getting your head in there, actually. Good coverage there. All the way through. 14 to 8 This town of Lepanto has a population, Jared, of about 1,800 people. Listen to this. This is just the ones that we know of. We talked to a few coaches over here. There has been 8, count them, 8 Division I, not college athletes, Division I athletes in the past 15 years here at EPC. That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, some obvious names to be thrown out there are the Monk kids.
Sure.
Obvious names from here.
Of course, Malik Bentonville by way of Lepanto.
By way of Lepanto, yeah.
A.J. Turner, I know Rashad Kai Madden, a young kid named Jammer, I believe, went to A-State to play basketball. They even had a young lady played basketball at Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. But, my goodness, they have had some athletes for a small time. I don't know what's in the water here, but we're going to try to bottle it and find someone that can examine it and figure it out. We got Bo Young back there and Dylan Lane to return. It's going to go to Dylan's side. It's going to take a hop. He's going to take it from there. Little juke, another juke. He's looking out. He finds a hole. He puts his head forward and plows over a guy, or tries to. He's going to be dropped back by about 4 or 5 EPC defenders. However, the Bobcats will take over first down and 10 from about their own 35, 36-yard line.
Andy, I want to make a little score correction. It's 12-8. They did not convert that fourth down. The scoreboard was wrong whenever you read it to our listeners or our viewers.
Yes.
It said 14 up on the board, and that's what came out of your mouth. But I'm sure everybody sees that now.
Anytime I'm wrong, you just pinch me, okay? You just let me know. Again, I'm wrong at home all the time. I can handle it. I'm used to broad shoulders. I can wear it. I'm okay with it. So 12-8 EPC with 2:20 to go here in the heart of the Delta in Arkansas, Lepanto, Arkansas. Gutierrez carried to the near side. He's going to bounce it to the outside with nowhere to go, and he's just going to run it out of bounds there. That will stop the clock, but there wasn't much of a gain. If anything, there might have been a loss of a yard.
Well, Andy, I tell you, I am an overpaid and an underexperienced employee for this company, so don't let me do any pinching to you.
We paid him in Tootsie Rolls and a couple of Gatorades. That's about all he got.
Like I said, overpaid. Overpaid and underexperienced.
We've got a debate to settle later, by the way, that has nothing to do with football. We'll get into that later. We want y'all to listen and hear us on this. It just bugs the fire. I mean, I'm right. I know I am, but we'll get to it later. Second down and 11 here for the Bobcats. Clay Smith up the middle. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down. Good job by the EPC defender. That was number 21, Austin Baker, 6'1", 165. He sure plays bigger than that. He jumped on and kind of went for the tilt-a-whirl there. Timeout red, not EPC, timeout red. We're going to give the timeout to the red team. And while they're taking a break, listen, we got a debate to settle, man. I am so upset about this. Guys, we want some social media input too, okay? We want some social media input because I know I'm right. This has nothing to do with football, nothing to do with tonight. But we need to know, which team are you on? Are you on Team Whole Milk, the right side, by the way? Okay, Team Whole Milk or Team 2%? I just don't get it. He's going to use stuff like scientific data and facts, all that silly stuff to argue his reasoning.
Am I?
We're not doing that. Listen, here's the deal. Drinking 2% milk is like taking a shower with your clothes on. Just doesn't make sense. It's like going and buying a Guns N' Roses Greatest Hits CD and then turning the volume down to 2. You don't do that.
Andy, I know that you are the gift of gab, that you're going to use all these metaphors like this is like that and this is like that. But I have just one key point. You go to Walmart and you go to the milk section, and what color tops on those milk jugs do you see more of?
I'm going to tell you.
The blue. The blue team.
But listen,
2%.
I'm like a bull. I see red and I just go. It's like a beeline straight to the freezer. Guys, Team Whole Milk, be on my side, okay? Y'all let me know which side you're on. Obviously, Whole Milk. Cannot believe you're a 2%.
More to come on the 2% milk. Everybody jump on the 2% bandwagon.
It has nothing. We just wasted about 30 seconds of people's lives they'll never get back. Third down and 9 for the Bobcats with 2:06 to go here in Lepanto, Arkansas before the half. And Clay Smith and Gutierrez are looking at the cards there. The rest of the receivers are. Everybody's lined up, 4 guys off. That's a legal formation. And he's going to be looking to pass. It's going to be a screen pass to Gutierrez. He's caught it. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. I can't tell who that was from EPC, but they were not fooled there. That play worked really well last week except for a few penalties.
And I hope to waste more people's time. I'm not done with the 2% debate, the great milk debate of 2019.
Well, here's my thing. Tonight, I don't want 2% of your effort. I want your whole heart into this, okay? So that's what I want from you, okay? Can we get that?
If we're going to get the whole heart, then let's talk chocolate milk. We can't leave chocolate milk out of the debate.
Now you just like, okay, so you just took a whole new avenue, and now we're getting too far. We're going to make a long circle. It's going to waste people's time. It just – whole milk is the way to go. We all know. So please tell me you're on my side. Please, out there, if you're listening and you can hear this, please tell me. I know you are. You're smart people. I know you are.
Andy talks a lot. I'm going to get my words in here. I think everybody should go out and represent your 2% milk. I mean, what's up with whole milk other than it just being a little bit thicker? And
it's satisfying. It's fulfilling.
For babies.
I mean, you don't go out and
for toddlers.
Okay. You know what? Hey, game play's coming. It's 4th down. It's a big punt right here. We want to get a good snap, good handle, good punt off here. To be continued. 1:59 to go here in the first half. Good snap. Gary Comstock with a very good punt. And EPC returner is going to catch it there. It's going to be number 10, Levante Taylor. The Rivercrest transfer is going to be brought down. That is number 89, I think, for the Bobcats. And I don't even have a number 89 there, but I do apologize. But great job there. Good job getting down the field. It's one thing to get down the field, but then you got to put the brakes on. You got to put the brakes on because that guy can fly by you, so you got to find a way to get down, get low.
I'm going to say number 89 is
former
Jared Craddy. He forgot his jersey, and 89 is the extra that they bring.
That is a true story. You did do that once.
I think I forgot my helmet once and my cleats.
But that's what a 2% guy does, though. You know, he forgets things like that. So here we go. Reigns with the pass. Looking to pass. He goes to the second option. It's over his hands. Good job, Amaker, getting there late. Gavin Constant at your third down big target just through his hands. Great job up there on the far side. I can't tell who the D-backs are over. It was like Jake Gutierrez, Parker Davis. He was looking there first, Reigns was, and he didn't have it. Look at this, a quick no huddle here. Incomplete pass. You don't necessarily have to do this. It isn't like the clock is going to be running. There's a football on the field on the opposite side. Ball boy for Rivercrest did a good job there. He caught it on a short hop. That's a good shortstop right there now.
It looks like Levante Taylor for EPC wasn't really even hustling back. He's just kind of walking back to this no-huddle formation.
He said, Coach, are we really doing no huddle on an incomplete pass? Rain's looking to pass. He's going to step up. He's going to be fumble! It's a fumble to the Bobcats. Land on it. No sign yet. Still no sign, and it looks like Rivercrest recovered. My goodness, you've seen the ball bounce there. Good job by the interior lineman of the Bobcats on the defense. Number 70 of EPC is limping, and he just pinched me there. That's LaDavian Holmes, the strongest player for EPC too, by the way.
You said Rivercrest.
I did. You're right. You just said Rivercrest, and I did too. It's EPC. The guys in red, as the officials will call them. The guys in red. That's going to save me the rest of the night. That's what I'm going to call them. Fakes the handoff, quick pass to that man from Rivercrest, and he's going to be brought down. Good job there by Dakota Amaker and Bo Young. Fantastic job. And I tell you what, Raines is still limping. They've got 3 guys over here limping. Gavin Constant. That should bring up a 4th down. Now, the scoreboard was wrong. I think they had a 4th down before. It's 4th down now by our accounts. And you're right, Mr. Taylor from Rivercrest.
Red team.
From the red team. Used to be at EPC from Rivercrest. He is he's gassing for air right now. Number 11 comes out, and you can see why he's limping. He's having a hard time getting off the field there. This has been a tough played game. Hard hits on both sides. 30 seconds to go. 5-second play clock. We'll see if they get it off. It's down to 3, down to 2. 4th down play, big play here. He's looking deep. He steps up. He's going over the middle of the field. He's got a man. It's going to be incomplete. Great job by Parker Davis. Somehow got a hand. Number 45 in white. The white team, fantastic job. It doesn't leave you much time, 18 seconds, but hey, you've got good field position. You're in EPC, the red team's territory here. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Corning should have 1 timeout left as well. So you got the whole field here. You can use the middle of the field. Watch for number 10 and watch for number 1. We have not called Dakota Amaker's name on offense yet tonight. That kid can flat out fly.
You know, I'd like to see Bo Young. He's already won a one-on-one matchup in the end zone. They do have double safety help over the top, but let's air it out a little bit.
Good observation on the 2 safeties. You don't see it very much. He's going deep to Amaker. He's got him open. He got it. He loaded in. Touchdown! C-H-S! With 18 seconds to go, they took a chance and it paid off. It didn't matter how many safeties were back there. Holy hay bells. What a game here in Lepanto, Arkansas. Your Bobcats just went up 14-12. Good pass by Clay Smith. I think he totally redeemed himself.
Absolutely. The what did they run there? Just a little peel wheel route?
They did a slant on the outside receiver. The inside receiver did a little wheel route and fly, and I tell you, it just confused the heck out of them. I don't think they realized how fast Amaker was.
Amaker, man, great full extension grab there and just kept rolling with it. Didn't fall down.
My goodness, 2-point conversion here. Clay Smith on the left side. He's going to score! We'll see an instant replay there. Fantastic job by Clay Smith. I want you to see the hole that he had. And evidently we can't do the replay. I apologize. Our system here, when we failed earlier, we got an issue now with that. But I wish you could have seen the left side of the offensive line there. There was a hole that was big enough to run a Mack truck full of whole milk through.
You know, speaking of whole milk, they are the red team, and they just got scored upon, and they're not winning this ball game right now. So
that's about the only argument that's made sense all night long from your side. We've got 11 seconds to go here in the first half. What an exciting back-and-forth game, 16-12 Bobcats. And listen, they're doing this with a couple of pretty big playmakers on the, Dakota Wilkins on the offensive line and Riley Grubb, your running back linebacker on the sideline. This is an impressive. Listen, we've always heard there's no better education like adversity. And last week was definitely some adversity, and they're bounced back in a big way so far.
Yeah, they're stepping up huge. You know what I like right now is that EPC crowd right now. I think they're a little bit in shock that this Corning team right now has a 16-12 lead on them on their home field.
With their best quarterback and running back. We heard that Raines did not play last week. We heard Gates didn't start. There was a couple of them that didn't start and play. So I think you're right as Colin Wilson's about to kick it off here. Let's see if we go for the onside kick again or if a little pooch kick there. And a short hop, the EPC receiver's going to pick it up, and he's going to break 1 tackle, break 2 tackles. Wow. And another tackle. He's slippery, a spin move. Man, it's like a spin cycle down there. And finally, I don't know if they ever brought him down, Corning that is, but they're just going to blow the whistle. My goodness. Number 11 there, that's Gavin Constant. He hung around so long he got us to halftime. My goodness. Your Bobcat faithful is up, and rightfully so. Great crowd tonight. Fantastic first half by the Corning Bobcats. Your beloved Bobcats 16, the EPC Warriors 12. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
I mean, some people put milk in their coffee. Do you drink coffee?
Harold's Barbecue out of Corning, Arkansas. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats. The best barbecue in town by a stoplight. Stop by and say hi to the crazy pitmaster, Lyndon Massey. Carry out, dine in, catering. Come hungry, leave happy. Harold's Barbecue. A big thanks to Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Kathy Goodman and staff would like to invite you to drop by for any of your pharmaceutical needs and or Razorback and Bobcat apparel. Drop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 1, or use the convenient drive-thru. Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Red Taylor Ford, locally owned and operated by the Taylor family since 1977. Their company has been an integral part of the Corning community since their beginning, participating and or donating to basically every major community project to come before them. They have a top-notch service department with master certified technicians. Contact them for all of your automotive needs at 870-857-3516 or at www.redtaylorford.com.
This is Mike Vincent, Certified Public Accountant. I've been a Bobcat fan for as long as I can remember, having worn the black and gold as a student years ago. Join me in supporting our students as they proudly represent our school and community. And come see me on 2nd Street in downtown Corning for all your tax and accounting needs. Go Bobcats.
CSR would like to thank Parkview Restaurant of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. Parkview offers breakfast, lunch, and supper, including daily plate lunches, and they have a deli with a variety of lunch meats and nightly specials. Amy and Danny and Jordan are big supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Parkview Restaurant. A special thanks to Richardson Family Dentistry out of Corning, Arkansas. Locally owned, locally operated, a fine dental office with a great staff that are all proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcat Athletics program. Richardson Family Dentistry. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance Company introducing Ag Promise, an exceptional policy that protects everything farmers rely on. Ag Promise is a competitively priced, easy to understand, and tailored to meet your specific needs. That's Farm Bureau's commitment to you, and they have a team of local agents and adjusters ready to back it up. Give them a call today to protect your agribusiness. It's not complicated, it's a promise. Ag Promise, 870-857-6788.
Hey all you Bobcats, this is Ty Price of Price Farms, and I want to challenge everyone to attend at least 5 football games this year. Let's show our boys that we believe in them. Remember, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat.
A special thanks to Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation on their sponsorship. Whether it's grain bins, wells, pumps, underground pipe, or any service of that nature, Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation will take care of you. Rhonda and Jerry Solace would like to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. First Choice Healthcare in Corning, Arkansas, proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics, celebrating 25 years of community healthcare. At First Choice Healthcare, we practice compassionate, affordable healthcare for everyone to help improve lives and build healthier communities. First Choice Healthcare, your community, your health. CSR would like to give a special thanks to B&B Well Drilling out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas, for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Ryan and Lisa Bass are proud graduates of Corning High School, and they invite you to call them for any of your well drilling needs. 870-215-3808, B&B Well Drilling. A big thanks to Clay County Electric Co-op out of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. CCE is an electric utility company in Clay County with dedicated workers and a friendly staff, and have always been proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Clay County Electric Co-op, 3111 US 67, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-3521. A special thanks to Woolard Flying Service out of Corning, Arkansas for supporting Bobcat Athletics. Matt Woolard would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck this season and also remind them that the sky is the limit. Woolard Flying Service, 870-857-3839. A special thanks to Civil Engineering Associates for being proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics. 2 locations, one in Jonesboro, one in Poplar Bluff. Professional engineer John Seelig of CEA would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Keith and Rhonda Turner of K-Ron Farms would like to encourage the community to support the students of the Corning School District. Whether it is a sporting event or an academic accomplishment, these students are representing our school. We need to let them know how proud we are of them. Let's show our Bobcat pride. It's great to be a Bobcat. K-Ron Farms. Looking for a good and reliable used car? Stop by and see the father-son combination of Mark and Kyle Williams at Mark's Car ER Auto Sales. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats, locally owned and operated, 870-565-5046. Wiedemann Farms, 561 County Road 131 in Corning, Arkansas. Wiedemann Farms has been serving the Corning community since 1978. Larry and Mary Wiedemann are proud supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Wiedemann Farms, go Cats. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Boschlicker Brothers Farms for sponsoring our endeavor. The Boschlickers have always been avid Bobcats and avid supporter of all things Corning athletics. Thank you again, Boschlicker Brothers Farms. First National Bank takes the banking experience and customizes it to fit you. Whether it's supporting your Corning Bobcats or saving you time by eliminating trips to the bank, First National Bank puts you first. Always. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, First National Bank. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann out of Corning, Arkansas. Extremely kind-hearted people who not only support the community, but they also support the Corning Bobcat Athletics. Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to State Representative Joe Jett for sponsoring our endeavor. Mr. Joe Jett has always been active in the community, whether it's supporting the town of Corning or it's supporting Bobcat Athletics. This is a political ad paid for by State Representative Mr. Joe Jett. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Watson Oil Company for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Locally owned, locally operated. Kelly and Chad Watson would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Watson Oil Company, 406 Southeast 1st Street, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-0006. Most of us are more comfortable doing important business with people we know and trust. You've been running into shelter insurance agent Kirk Scobie in Corning at church, at the grocery store, and the county fair for more than 25 years now. If personal service, trust, and easy access to your insurance agent are important to you, give Kirk Scobie or his team a call. Contact Kirk Scobie and ask about a free personal protection review for your auto, home, or life insurance today. From all the guys here at CSR, we'd like to give a special thanks to Mike Townsend. Mike Townsend is the owner and operator of Mike Townsend Farms, LLC out of Corning, Arkansas. Whether it's grain, lime, hay, byproducts, gravel, and litter, Mike Townsend Farms covers it all. Again, thank you to Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout-out to Rockwell Farms out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas. Logan and Karen Rockwell have been avid supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Logan and Karen would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Rockwell Farms.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Midwest Auto Parts, longtime proud supporters of the Corning Bobcats. Locally owned by the George family and serving your community since 1946. Midwest Auto Parts.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Welcome back here, live on location at Lepanto, Arkansas. Is it going? Sorry, guys, we're back here live in Lepanto, Arkansas. An exciting first half here. Great resound by the Bobcats, coming back, bouncing back. A few huge fourth down plays by EPC. We've got a really close ball game here, and a little bit of information here. Bryden Hewitt went out in the first half here, injury-wise with a concussion, so he will not be coming back in the second half. It's a big blow. Obviously, Riley Grubb and Dakota Wilkins already out. But, hey, the Bobcats have a lead here, 16-12. We're getting ready to kick off the second half. Jared, back up to you, buddy.
Hey, everybody, I'm going to try to match Andy's intensity. And while he's making his way back up here, I'll take over the play-by-play. So just hang with us here. I am by far the least experienced Corning sports reporter. Looks like everybody's lining up for kickoff. EPC is kicking off to the Corning Bobcats to start off the second half here. All right, they're all lined up. The referee has given them the indication to go ahead and kick the ball off, and they're kicking it deep, fielded by Bo Young. He's going to run it up. Oh, and he's met pretty early, probably at about the 33-yard line, and that's where the Corning will start their first possession of the second half. So some key things to take note of here in the second half for Corning Bobcats. Clay Smith, he's 3 for 6 on passing, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I'll take that, though. I'll take the 2 touchdowns and just kind of overlook the 2 interceptions there. He has 11 carries for 91 yards, and Jake Gutierrez, 12 carries for 45 rushing yards. Even though that number 45 isn't quite as high as you think it would be, they're a meaningful 45 yards. So leading off the second half here, the first possession, Bo Young, little jet sweep to the outside. Correction, that's not Bo Young. That was Clayton Crosby on the carry. Gets a gain of about nothing. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Or maybe a short 1 yard there.
And I'm out of breath, but I'm back.
Here he is. Maybe he should be drinking less whole milk.
That's probably a good point on that one there. That's the best point you've definitely made. Clay Smith on the keeper there, bounces off one. Actually, his own player there. Going to be brought down almost in the backfield, may even be in the backfield. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 here. 11:07 to go in the third quarter. Man, what an exciting first half.
Andy, I know you've been kind of everywhere, but what are some key things Corning has to do to execute this second half to seal this game away?
In my opinion, get off the field on 4th down. You have to find a way to get off the field. 2 of their scores, they had big 4th down conversions, in that half. So you've got to be able to get off the field on 4th down.
Big 3rd down here for the Bobcats. A big shot, he makes a man miss. Clay Smith in the backfield getting rushed. He's going to be downed for a loss of a 2 or 3 to bring up a 4th and long.
What happened there, was it was a screen pass, and Clay Smith did the right thing. He didn't try to force it. You never know. Maybe that ball gets deflected, interception. He held on to it, and, of course, you've got your lineman running downfield to block, so you can't really throw it away necessarily. You got men downfield, so good, smart play by your senior quarterback, Clay Smith, right there. And Gary Comstock will come out to punt. Not what we wanted to see on the opening drive, though, of the second half. Comstock again. End over end punt's going to be caught. Fair catch at about the 41 of EPC by Gates. Good job there by the punt team, punt coverage team of Corning.
Andy, I'm going to weigh in here on my own question about what Corning has to do is they have to keep Rayshon Gates in contain. He has their only 2 touchdowns, one a receiving touchdown and the other a rushing touchdown. I believe that was a rushing touchdown on the second one.
It was, yes, sir.
But, he's going to want to get to the outside, get some space, and make some plays.
Yeah, obviously we said get the run game going. They've done that. Here comes a little jet sweep around the far side, and he's got some room. Does he get on the edge? He does not. Good job by the Bobcat defense, although he did get positive yards. In fact, he got about 5. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 for EPC. Again, a very, very potent offense. Don't let last week's score fool you. They had some stuff, going on as far as the injury bug, kind of like Corning right now. You've got 3 very crucial players that aren't playing in the second half right now for the Bobcats. Man in motion, that's Gates. We'll see if that'll be a legal shift or even a legal formation. I thought the other receiver on the other side was not in the backfield. And they're going to call a false start, actually, on EPC. That'll drop them back 5 yards. It's good to see somebody else shooting themselves in the foot now instead of Corning like they did last week. That was tough. Some really untimely penalties and, of course, turnovers that just happen at bad times, too. Just, again, timing is everything, they say. 2nd down and 10 here. The fans were screaming for a holding call. My goodness. Either way, Gates gets to the outside. Man, you just can't let him have that edge because if he gets it, he's gone. Good job there containing him. Apologize, I took a second to get a drink there. I'm wore out, and we got a long way to go, Jared.
As your wingman, I'm supposed to pick you up there, but I just got caught watching the game.
It happens, I promise you. Looking to pass, far side comeback route to Gates. He catches. He's got a first down, makes one guy miss. Cutting up the field, makes another guy miss. Clay Smith shoulders him, but doesn't take him down. He's on the outside. He's got room. He's going to be drug out of bounds by Dakota Amaker. My goodness, that was a gash play there. Big, big play by Rayshawn Gates. It's one of those deals where you get your guy in open field and let him do the work for you.
Just got the words out of my mouth talking about Rayshawn Gates. If you're the EPC coaching staff, you want to put the ball in his hands and let him carry this team to victory. And it looks like they're just doing just that.
Yeah, you've got to find number 24. You've got to find him as they're going to hand off up the middle. Selig's on him. He's holding on to his legs. He's getting drugged, though. And finally going to be brought down and give the EPC running back credit there for second effort. Good job there. He's going to get about a gain of 5. It's going to bring up a 2nd and about 5. Maybe a long 4 with 8:10 to go here in the third quarter. Play clock at 25. We've got some whistles blowing here. A timeout by the Bobcats, it looks like. And we're going to take a second here. And we've got some stats here by Carson Bowser. Corning defense has 2 sacks. That was in the first half. Raines was 9 of 18, 50% passing for 105 yards, a touchdown. And he also threw an interception. But I don't know if you can call that his fault or not. But either way, 6 rushing yards as well. You don't see him running a whole lot, but when he does, it's usually effective. Gates, 73 rushing yards on 13 carries. Jared, I would take that in the first half. I know, he's on pace for about 150, 146 to be exact. But I would take that. That's tough because one of those plays was about a 30, 40-yarder up here that they scored on. So I think I would take that. And, here we are. We've got a ball game, a really good ball game in the third quarter. And this is with EPC having their stud quarterback back this week. I'd say this is, if you're a Bobcat fan, you're pretty darn happy right now. I'd have to think that anyways.
Yeah, Gates is such a talented running back. I'd say he's very good. He had an opportunity on that play in the first half to make 6, but he couldn't quite outrun some of the Corning Bobcat defensive players.
And here comes Raines. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's almost sacked. He's got a man, number 10, on a screen pass. He caught on the slant. He's going to score. Second effort. He breaks tackles there. That's going to be that Rivercrest transfer, Levante Taylor. Quick slant. He hit him right in the numbers. Good catch. It's going to be a touchdown for EPC. It's going to put them back up in this seesaw type of tug-of-war game with 7:56 to go.
I'm thinking I wish he would have stayed at Rivercrest right now. He's had a couple big catches.
Yes, he has.
Some really big catches.
They've got plenty of talent. They can have him back. And here comes Raines again with a slant. That's going to be a drag route across the middle there. It's going to be caught there, and I believe that's Deuce Moore. They're going to attack on the 2-point conversion. That's a tough play to cover there. It's almost like a pick play if you're that opposite linebacker guarding him or interior defensive nickelback. That's tough right there. Either way, 20-16. EPC with 7:56. Coach Walls is chiming in. Coach Walls said he had 2 Division I players I coached at EPC in the 60s. Teddy Barnes went to the U of A 1970. And Buddy Adams went to Arkansas State. Thanks, Coach Dick Walls. We appreciate that. Coach Chad Jordan's, he's commenting in there. We appreciate him. Asked Jared if he remembers breaking his hand in warm-ups at EPC. Jared, do you remember breaking your hand at warm-ups?
I do. Actually, hey, you know what? I think Logan Hartwig was throwing his passes, and I made an amazing diving catch in warm-ups. And, yeah, I did break my hand. I also scored a touchdown on that game and a 2-point conversion when we beat EPC.
We come back to this, but had you drank whole milk your entire life growing up, you probably wouldn't have broke that hand. It would just been a sprain.
Actually, I think it ended up just being a sprain, but, as a 16-year-old, you're a little bit more dramatic, so I told everybody I broke it.
Hey, whatever works for you, man, whatever works for you. EPC again with the lead here. That 2-point conversion was good, so it's 20-16 EPC, and they're going to kick off again. Bo Young, Dylan Lane deep to return for the Bobcats. It's a very good kick. Dylan Lane's going to bring it back from his 20-yard line. Right up the middle, isn't hesitating. He has a one step to the left. He's got a hole. He's coming up the middle. He's going to be brought down at about the 41-yard line of Corning. Coach Jordan did say Jared played tough that night, though. He played through it, though.
I always tried to play a little tough.
And I do remember a Walnut Ridge game, too. You kind of saved our hinds there on the end around. I know I sure bit on it, so you made up for it a couple times. I'll give you that. You made up for it.
Well, I'll say this much. My football playing days weren't long enough. I didn't quite stick with it. I wish I would have. It's one of my biggest life regrets. But we can talk about that another time.
Yes, sir. Bobcats first down and 10 here. Clay Smith's going to be a keeper to the near side. He's got a little bit of room, not a whole lot. Going to be pushed out of bounds there after a gain of about 2, maybe 3. I think they're going to give him 3. Either way, it's going to bring up a second down and about 7-8 yards. Clay Smith isn't the fastest guy in the world. We talked about it. He isn't the most athletic, but somehow he finds a way to get it all the way out here to the boundary. He finds a way to elude tacklers. He's just a good football player. I don't know how else to say it.
Absolutely. Well, he hustles. He gets out to that edge as fast as he can.
Jake Gutierrez, he outran the pulling guard there. That's how fast he was on that play and gained some positive yardage. That's going to bring up a very manageable third down for the Bobcats. You want to see that? The chain gang guy, bless his heart. He dropped that thing as quick as he could, and that's what you're taught to do if you're the chain gang down there. You don't want to hold that thing up and someone run into it and bend it and break it, and then everyone's looking at you like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
He did a good job. He was high-stepping like Neon Dion there, too. Third down and short for the Bobcats, 7:34 to go, trailing 20-16. Up backs Dylan Richmond. Jake Gutierrez in the backfield looking to pass. Out pattern. Bo Young behind him. He almost brought that in. Pass was just a little bit behind him. Clay Smith wants another play. I don't know if Coach Treadway is going to give it to him, though. Do you go for it here, Jared? You're right at midfield just about.
And, I'm once again, I'm going to tap into I'm overpaid and underexperienced. That's why I'm up here and I'm not down there making the play calls. But, yeah, you know what? Roll the dice. You're out here to win. You're not out. You're playing away. You got to get a spark, but looks like they're going to go ahead and punt the ball away.
Good. Hey, good spot to fake punt it. And they got 2 guys returning back and 2 guys about 7 yards back. Maybe a good time to fake it. They're not going to, though. Good punt by Gary Cox. He's fumbled. He dropped him off it. It's going to be picked up by EPC. It was so close. They were trying to scoop and score with it. And I don't know if you can even take back a muff punt on a fair catch like that. But, my goodness, you got to jump on that ball. Big-time break there for EPC. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Right through his hands. Wow, that could have been huge. You would have had great field position. Some nights the ball bounces your way. Some nights it doesn't. It just happens that way. And EPC will take over here with a long field to go here. They got a good 83, 84 yards, though. They're going to try to get some of it right here on a pass, a little out pattern. He's open. He's got room to go. He's got a lot of room to go. They're going to maybe get a holding call out there. I don't know. He's got one guy to miss. That's Amaker. He's not going to make him miss. Good job by Dakota Amaker. Touchdown, saving tackle. I thought we could have had a holding call out there on the wide receiver of EPC, but they did not call it. I was looking for that. Coach Gunnar Cook sure wanted it. Big play. And I tell you what, this second half has not started off the way the Bobcats have wanted. You're so close to catching a massive break, and then one play later, they're marching down the field. That's this EPC high-potent offense, though. Right up the middle, and, man, he made 3 guys not necessarily miss, just blew by them. Good job back in the secondary there by safety Clay Smith and Gary Comstock, the linebacker, to bring him down. But, man, he had a head of steam, and I think he's got a first down, and he does. And they are hustling up to the ball. Chain gang barely got set there. They're going. No huddle. Raines over the middle. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And I tell you what, that was one of the few passes tonight. He just missed his target. Hasn't happened much tonight, but he just missed his target there.
A little bit of an overthrow. It was a little open there. I mean, we had a guy kind of close on his hip, but, I mean, they've shown to have good hands all night long and that they can reel those passes in whenever it's there.
I agree. Obviously, you don't want to go down 2 possessions. You got a lot of time to fix it if you do, but, man, it's so tough, especially when you get into that last quarter down 2 possessions. You almost got to have everything go for you. We need a big, big stop on these set of downs right here. Raines looking to pass again. He's going to be flushed out. That's Dylan Richmond. Chased by Fisher Francis. He's going to throw it away, or he thought he was, and my goodness, Bo Young almost had another treat. Right place, right time, just didn't quite catch it.
Another tough break going our way there. But I tell you what, let me talk about Raines here. He is very impressive with his presence. He steps up at the right time. He climbs up in the pocket, makes good passes, and right there he just made one of our guys miss and rolled to the outside. Thought he was going to throw it away, which probably would have been the right play. Just didn't have enough arm to get it all the way through out the back of the end zone.
It sure looked like that's what he was doing. That was dangerous. Third down here, by the way, I believe. Very, very dangerous there. They're going to run it right up the middle, and he's got plenty of room. In fact, he's all the way down. Well, he's not down yet. He's all the way down about the 2-3 yard line. It's going to be another. It looks like they're going to say first down. The far side judge is saying move the chains. The near side judge hasn't said a thing yet.
It looked like he was down a little earlier there, and they just let him keep playing ball.
And they're finally going to give him the first down. It's going to be first down and goal. We've seen this Bobcat defense down here in the end zone. Backed up on the goal line, make some plays. Let's see if they can do it again. Rashad Gates right up the middle. He's going to be stuffed. Great job by the interior line there. Good sportsmanship picking him up there as well. Second down and goal. Great job there. Bobcat interior lineman as Amaker hustles off the field. I mean hustles off the field. Same thing. Nothing fancy, but he's going to be stuffed again. Will his second effort get him there, though? It does. The far judge is saying touchdown. Touchdown EPC. Good second effort there by Gates. Boy, it looked like the defensive line, especially the tackles up front, had him stuffed. And that second effort got those wheels chopping and scored. It's now 26-16 EPC with 5:52 to go. And they're fast even on the 2-point conversion. They're already up there ready to snap the ball. Looking to pass, rolls to his left. He's got a man, Deuce Moore, and he's hit hard, but he does convert. Good job by Clay Smith, just a tad too late. It's going to make it 28-16 EPC. And while we got a second here, we'd like to mention Jay's Photography out of Corning, Arkansas. Jay Malone is the owner-operator there. Man, he's fantastic, guys. Very talented man. And he doesn't do just photos. I know it says Jay's Photography, but they're very versatile with graphic designs, business cards, vinyl lettering. They even create videos. In fact, even helped us with our hype video. If you get a chance, go to our page or our YouTube channel and watch that. You can reach Jay Malone at 870-323-0929. Jay's Photography out of Corning, Arkansas, 870-323-0929. Well, that was tough, Jared. I mean, you almost catch a big break right down here on the punt that was muffed. And, man, one play later, they're marching down the field.
Yeah. And even before that, there was a missed opportunity down on the other side of the field. So hopefully this isn't the second half of missed opportunities for the Corning Bobcats. They can kind of get things back together here in the second half.
I totally agree. And then the possible interception there in the end zone, too. Don't forget that one, as this ball is going to take a couple of bounces. Dylan Lane's going to have trouble handling it. He does pick it up, though. Trying to bring it back to the near side. He's got a lot of room, but can he get there? He's still trying to get the boundary. He's not going to quite get it. Good job, though. I tell you, there's a late flag here, it looks like, and it had nothing to do with anything over here as far as a return man or anything like that. This could be interesting. This could be a personal foul. I know on these returns it's usually a block in the back, holding, but this was way over here away from the play there, so this will be interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, it looked like there was some late activity, some extracurricular activity going on late after the whistle.
I agree. Totally agree. We still have not got the official call. Face mask on the defense. There we go. Again, it wasn't really thrown in the area where it would have been a holding or block in the back. It looked like something extracurricular, and Jared was right. Face mask penalty. Maybe that's the bounce we need. A little break.
That's
finally.
what I was going to say. Maybe we get some momentum from this and turn this into something. Get this back to within a one-score game.
Absolutely. Could not agree more. Bobcats will take over with pretty good field position at their own 43-yard line. New set of downs. Let's see if we can answer. Up back's Dylan Richmond. Halfback is Jake Gutierrez. He gets the handoff over the right side. He's got room. Gets to the second level. Man, just a little bit more, and he's breaking that one. He's still running. He's so close to breaking one. I say we keep feeding him.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. You know, he is definitely a good running back.
Yes.
I'd love to see him get to that separation where he can become that great running back, where he does get that separation, not just make guys miss, but outrun the defense.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Speaking of Gutierrez, man, look at that hop step. You love to see that. That's going to move the chains. Great job by Gutierrez. There was guys at different levels there, linebackers, defensive ends, defensive tackles, and he found a way to dodge them. Fantastic job there by Jake Gutierrez and the offensive line of the Corning Bobcats. As Courtney Bechet says, let's go Cats. Diana Whitaker. David Hall said face mask. I agree with you. Low snap. Great job there by Clay Smith, the baseball player, picking that one up. He's going to be brought down in the backfield, though. Anytime you have a low snap like that, it takes time to develop. And, boy, I tell you what, Trevor Poe is not happy.
Now, I'm really surprised he didn't make something positive out of that. There was that low snap we were talking about earlier in the game that we saw multiple times 2 weeks ago at Rector.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's something obviously probably needs to shore it up a little bit. Gina Jones, we appreciate you. Heather Russum, Courtney Bechet, Amy Jordan watching, Jeff Page, Marcus Carlton. Hey, we appreciate you. Marcus Carlton over at Tubetown, Ritter Communications. Not sure where they're at tonight, but we appreciate you tuning in. Ivani Rangel, Don Burkhart, Heath Sammons, Carson Bowser. Get to work, son. I'm kidding. Here we go. Near side. Bo Young, he's got room. He's still going. Bo Young is still going. He's got one guy to break. It's a touchdown! CHS put 6 on the board for the Bobcats of Corning in the black and gold strike with 3:58 in the third quarter. And, Jerry, we've got a ball game.
Wow, Bo Young, he looked untackleable right there. You know, I was just talking about somebody stepping up and being a great playmaker. That was it right there. Bo Young just outran everybody else and ran through some arm tackles.
Look, Maul, there goes that man again. Bo Young, fantastic job. Big 2-point conversion here by the Bobcats. Let's don't downplay this. Over the left side of the offensive line, it's worked all night. Did Clay Smith break the plane? The referee's going to say no. It was awful close.
Bobcat players were indicating that he got in.
It was awful close. Maybe we can get an instant replay on that, and we can see how close it was. I don't know if our instant replay system can get that or not, but boy, it was awful close. Number 78 in white, Mr. Cooper Hawkins sure thought it was in there, but hey, running on that left side, I like that. That has worked all night long, especially on a quarterback keeper. I don't mind that good play call there by Trevor Poe, and Coach Treadway's wanting an explanation right now. He's over here talking to the referee. He's really wanting an explanation. Obviously, it's where the ball's at, not where his feet are, you know, where he lands. It's where the ball's at. And the ball doesn't have to go over the white line. It just has to touch the white line to be called a touchdown. Either way, we've got a brand-new ball game with 3:58 to go here in the third quarter, 28-22. Your Bobcats trail EPC here in Lepanto, Arkansas. Speaking of Lepanto, we're 11 miles from Diaz, Arkansas, home of Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
The men in black. We're hoping the men in black and gold can pull it out tonight.
Good play on words.
Yeah, and then this ring of fire that is Arkansas high school football.
How long did you work on that pun?
Oh, God, probably 3 hours.
that was good.
It took me a while. No, I'm kidding. And we got Colin Wilson out to kick off again. We'll see if we see the onside kick again or if he's going to kick it a little bit further back. Obviously, the punt returner had issues bringing the ball in. Maybe you try to do that again. Kick it out here, kick it high to one of these upbacks. Make them make a play. Onside kick type again. It's going to be corralled there by the EPC Warriors. And I can't tell who that was, number 16, Hank Knapp. And he led the team in tackles last year. Plays end on passing downs. Usually in the defensive line, usually at linebacker. Just depends on what down it is, I guess you could say. First down and 10 for the EPC Warriors. They've also got good field position at their own 46-yard line. Whitney Cole-Edwards is watching. We appreciate you, Rithley Monroe, Lori Mock, Bethany and Alex Clark. my future brother and sister-in-law. Paige Cat, Alexandria T. Corey Godwin has a heck of a running back in the day, I can tell you that. They're faking the jet sweep. He's going to pass over the middle of the tight end. There's a flag in the backfield. He does catch it, and he's still going. Their offensive line is pushing him forward. But what's the flag going to be here? This will be really interesting. It was thrown into the interior line is where the flag was thrown. It was thrown hard. That head official's got an arm.
Number 60 on the offense. 10 yards.
You know, this is one of those times when you're the offensive lineman, you hate that the PA system sounds so good. They even called the number out, and he's like, man, now you're singled out. You're on an island now. Holding on the offense, number 60 in red. The guys in red there.
Yeah, the guys in red.
Angela Blankenship's watching. Matt Arnold. Yes, sir. Blaine Jett, we appreciate you. Ronnie Jones, the Silver Fox. Bo Roark, he helped us out the other day with a ladder. We appreciate that. I know that's random, but he helped us. Terry Russell. First down for the EPC Warriors, but it's 1st and 20 this time. 3:38 to go here. Raines is looking to pass. He's going through his progressions. He's got a man deep. Deuce could not get loose, and he is hurt. Bo Young on the coverage there. Fantastic job. I tell you what, it's almost like we're playing on a turf field tonight. Everyone is just hobbling around.
Yeah, the injury bug is out there somewhere, and it keeps biting somebody, and this person, that person. I think Jake Gutierrez has kind of come up a little sorely on some plays.
Yeah. Madison White, Sharon Carpenter, Joyce Huckabee. Hey, no one has said about whose side are you on? Are you on the whole milk side or 2%? I haven't seen that yet. Maybe I've missed it. I apologize. Chris Campbell. Herd Rector is beating Piggott 15-0. Very interesting there. Tell you what, Rector's got some playmakers now. They really do. Danny Burkhart, we appreciate you, buddy, for tuning in. Here comes Raines again. He's looking for the quick pass to Gates. He's in open field. He's going to be tough to take down. And he's got a plethora of yards. He's finally going to be brought down, and someone brought him down hard, really hard. It's Dylan Richmond. I tell you, when Dylan Richmond gets a hold of you, my goodness, you're gonna fall down pretty quick.
Yeah, they got a lot of that yardage back, though.
That is very true. Now they're setting up about a 3rd and 7 here with 3:10 to go. It's 28-22 EPC. Tense moments here on both sides. Great crowd, honestly, tonight. Lepanto's a pretty good little drive from Corning. Fantastic crowd here. This side over here is pretty well filled up, almost anyways. Raines looking to throw. He's got time. He's bouncing around. Flush to the right side. He's got a man. Did he catch it? It looks like he did. Number 10, again, the Rivercrest transfer. Levante Taylor, and that's going to be enough for a first down, so the miscue of the penalty did not affect him this time.
Boy, number 10, he's got some sure hands, doesn't he?
He really does. We really didn't mention his name as anything key-wise pregame, but, boy, he's really come up here and showed up and showed out. Jessica Russum and Carson Bowser, Haley Turner, I'm so disappointed in y'all. 2%. He's going deep, and he airs it out. Is there a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? And there is. And it's going to be Taylor again on a flag route. Touchdown, got behind the defender, and that was a beautiful pass by Preston Raines there. This is like a track meet now, Jared. My goodness, back and forth and back and forth. I feel like we're watching tennis.
Yeah. Let's hope that Corning has enough gas in the tank to keep up, though.
Yeah,
I don't think we're known as the highest, most electrifying offense.
But we've had some pretty big games tonight, though. I will say that Bo Young, Jake Gutierrez, and Clay had a really big one earlier. EPC going for 2, no huddle. They're up there pretty quick. Low snap, he handles it, looking to pass again. He's got good presence in the pocket. He's going to be flushed out. Somehow he held on to it long enough for a man to get open, and it's caught. But is he in? He is in. My goodness. Gavin Constant there. Somehow Raines held on long enough to give his receiver time. You can't blame the defensive backs there. I'm sorry. They held on as long as they could.
He has had quite a bit of time to find the open man out there.
Mallory White, thank you. Whole milk, look there. Sue Roark, what is yucky milk? Sue, we need to talk, okay? I'll meet you sometime this week. We need to talk, okay?
Hey, my boy Ian Ford there with the 2%. Thank you, Ian, for representing.
What did you pay him for that, though? That's what I want to know. Did y'all talk about this beforehand? Amber Murray Leach, thank you. Daylene Woods is watching. Chris Campbell, that guy has got an arm. Yes, he does. He sure does. He's a good one. And, we got word before the game he wasn't even going to play tonight. And, of course, he was out there in warm-up, so we kind of thought, oh, boy. It ain't over yet. Come on, boys, Matt Arnold says. Laurie Mock, 2%. Come on. We've also got some score updates here with 2:25 to go in our game. It looks like Harrisburg's up 21-0 over Mountain View in the third quarter. Salem, 16, Walnut Ridge, 12. Very interesting score there. Of course, you got our game here. I don't see anything else as far as our conference goes as far as games there. So thank you, Carson Bowser, for that. And here's the kickoff, and it's going to be mishandled there by Laney. Picks it back up. He doesn't have much to go, but he's going to find a seam. Boy, he almost broke through there. He almost made something out of nothing.
He let that football drop in front of him. You'd like to see him step up and catch that in the air. I don't know what classification he is, if he's a junior or a senior, but hopefully that's something that the coaches can kind of step up and tell him, you got to step up and catch that thing in the air. It's really tough to catch those things off the bounce.
It really is. You don't know what they're going to do once they bounce, especially the end-over-end ones. And I tell you, it's almost a confidence thing. And bless his heart, he's over here right now. You can tell that he's upset with himself. But it's almost a confidence thing, really. You got to have confidence that you're going to catch no matter what. Wow, Jake Gutierrez somehow slid through there. I have no idea how he found an opening on the left side, but he sure did for a positive gain. And there's nothing fancy there. There's no quarterback option on that draw. It's just they're handing it off. They know they're handing it off, and he got about 5 or 6 yards.
Post-game, somebody needs to talk to Jake Gutierrez and see if he wrestled with his friends a lot. I think that he did, and I bet you he was the one that was pinching them in the bottom of the pile, and they were just angry at him, and he just figured out a way to slip out.
I bet he was tough at hide-and-seek. Once you found him, you're still not going to get him. So either way, he definitely slithered through the cracks there. Second down again, about 5. We got 1:37 to go here in the third quarter, 36-22 EPC. And Clay Smith's wanting it 2 seconds on the play clock. 1 second, there's a flag. They're going to call the Bobcats for false start. Couldn't tell who it was, but I'm sure they'll let us know. Oh, well, he didn't give a number there. So either way, shot herself in the foot there. Play clock's running down. Do you burn your second time out of the half on that? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe don't. Hindsight's obviously 20/20. But either way, Bobcats now are about back to where they started. 2nd and 10, maybe 2nd and 9.5. Game clock is running at 1:15. Play clock down to 12. It's not a factor, and there's guys everywhere in the backfield, and then a big one at that, and that's Mr. Jalen Pearson. He goes 5'10", 296, and I am calling bull on that. Yeah. I want to say he's bigger than 296. My goodness. He could fill 2 holes up there on the defensive line for sure. And, man, you go from a 2nd and 5, had a little momentum there, and untimely penalty. Now you got a 3rd and 13. Bobcats out of the shotgun, 2 wide outs. Rolling to his near side. Clay Smith cuts up the field. He's got a hole. And did he get enough for the first down? It's going to be close. Man, it's going to be close. And honestly, the referee was so far behind that play, I'm not sure how he could judge where to even put the ball down. Clay Smith, once he turned it north and south, it was like a flash. From the spot of the ball where we're at, he looks just a smidgen short, but we're at an angle, and we're pretty low, so keep that in mind.
It looks like he's doubling over right now, too. I don't know if he got hit in the hand on that last play.
Oh, yeah, he is. And sometimes it's, wrist, maybe it's a finger jammed, whatever. And finally, the referee, the head judge, is actually going to give us a measurement here with 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. I don't know if we can zoom in on that or not, but I can't tell from here. You got a referee in the way. He's just a few inches short. Jared, I'm sorry, but you got to go for it here, don't you?
Absolutely. We're getting pretty deep into the third quarter, just 26 seconds left, down by 2 scores. We got to get something going here.
And here comes the Bobcat crowd. Now there's 25 on the play clock. If it starts, then they will have to get this play off for the third quarter. 4th down and 1. They're bunching up like it could be a quarterback sneak. It is. Did he get enough push? I think he did. I think he's got the first down. He fumbled the football, though, late in the play, and EPC recovered. Oh, my goodness. The FAR judge is saying that EPC recovered. Tough set of circumstances there. You love the second effort, but the second effort is what got us there. Clay Smith is saying that he was down to the official there, but to no avail. And obviously we've got an EPC warrior down too, and I think that's the big fella there, number 75, Jalen Pearson, and we hope he's okay. He looks like he's in pain, bless his heart. And we'll go quiet just for a second out of respect here with 14 seconds to go here in the third quarter. and it looks like he's getting up. Not quite under his own power, but he is up. He's having an assistant coach there aid him. And while we have a second, obviously we're praying for that young man. We don't want to see that for anyone on either sideline. We want to thank Coach Brandon Powell. Mike Kelly, I believe, was a tech guy here at EPC. Did a fantastic job of helping us get set up today, and we sure do appreciate you guys. Everywhere we've been on the road, the Southern hospitality has really shown up, and we certainly do appreciate it. Tough break there for Corning. You gamble on 4th down. It paid off until the very end. 14 seconds here in the third quarter. EPC takes over 1st down and 10, and again, they're looking to pass, even with the lead. That's what they do. It's behind him. Oh, that was dangerous. Very dangerous. Raines is telling him he wanted him to stop in the bubble there, and Gates just kept going. I think he wanted him to kind of set up shop right there in the defensive zone bubble there, and he just didn't do it, and a little miscommunication. Those type of plays are dangerous. You get a hand on it, that ball sticks up there for a second.
Yeah, Bo Young has taken advantage of that once already in this ball game.
Yes, sir, he has. Here comes a sweep. No, they fake the sweep. They're going to hand off to the tailback up the middle. He breaks the tackle. He had a hole. Red Eddington's going to bring him down, but not until he gets a 1st down. They're going to move the chains yet again. And here we go. Here comes this high-potent EPC offense. That'll probably do it for the third quarter. It will. EPC 36, Corning 22. And while we've got a second, guys, the Harvest Festival at Wynn Park in Corning, Arkansas is right around the corner. Saturday, October 22nd, starting at 9 a.m. It's going to kick off with a 5K run. There's antique machinery, a kids area, tons of food options as always, live entertainment, arts and crafts, and I think there's still some arts and crafts spots available for vendors, commercial exhibits, antique cars, which, by the way, our own Justin Jones at CSR, him and his dad Charlie Jones run that, and more. For more information, contact Rhonda Solis at 870-926-1188. Again, that's Harvest Festival at Wynn Park. I know it's just, just a little bit away. Saturday, October 26th. Any information you need, call Rhonda Solis at 870-926-1188. And Ricky Betts just sent us something about a Bon Jovi cover band. I'll do it, I promise you. I've got the wig at home. I've got the leather pants. I don't mind at all. Do not mind. Also, folks, Growing Corning Together we are about to host a movie night in the park. That's at Wynn Park. It's in October. We've got 2 of them and a possible third date, October 19th and October 26th, as soon as it gets dark. Movie outside. Bring your lawn chairs, maybe some blankets and some snacks. We will have some vendors there. Again, Growing Corning Together hosting movie night in the park at Wynn Park, October 19th and 26th. As soon as it gets dark, folks, be out there. We'll try to get to the social media real quick. Sherry Shipman is watching. Judy Miller says, go Bobcats, you can do it. Yes, they can. They're down 2 possessions, but in the fourth quarter, usually 2 possessions kind of the limit, but they definitely can do it. Maybe they'll catch a break here. And Sherry Shipman, whole milk. Oh, she said, just kidding. That's not funny, Sherry. Not funny at all. All right, so play action over the middle. Great job there by Dylan Lane. Got a hand on it, because if not, there's nobody else behind him, I promise you. There's nobody at all. That's Sharia Shipman. I do apologize. Nobody at all behind Dylan Lane. My goodness, he made a heck of a play there. Tight end up the seam. That's tough to guard.
Well, he did it beautifully.
Yes, he did. Rhonda Turner, 1% milk. Becky Arnold is watching. Melinda Hovis is watching. Matt Wright is watching. Mark Arndt. Miss Scobie's watching. And here comes EPC with 2 running backs to each side. Here comes that misdirection again with Gates going up the middle. And, man, he just hurdled over a defender, and I don't think they're going to catch him. He's going to score a touchdown as he's looking back at the defender. You don't like to see that. Let your play do the talking there. But either way, touchdown EPC. It's going to be 42-22. There's 11:48 to go in the fourth quarter. And now you're down by 3 possessions. It's really tough. The good news is that was early enough in the fourth quarter. You never know. Maybe you catch a turnover here. Maybe you can score on every drive. Not out of it just yet as EPC finally takes a break. They didn't huddle, but they're kind of taking it easy here, going for 2. 2 wide receivers split out to the near side, 1 to the far side. He's got a running back. He's looking to the far side. He throws it way behind him. No, there's actually a receiver cut across. And from our angle, we couldn't see little Gavin Constant, Mr. 5'9", 160. Couldn't see him at all, but he was there. And what looked like a bad pass by Raines was actually a beautiful pass and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, he even threw that thing off of his back foot, and it was on a rope.
He
was still backpedaling whenever he let go of that thing.
That's a good point. And if you're in Class 3 2A, folks, this kid's just He's just a junior. He is just a junior. So
well, he certainly impressed me so far.
Yeah. Melinda Hovis is watching, Matt Wright. Again, Bo Boschlicker, Adam Valance, we appreciate you, buddy, for watching. I know he couldn't be here tonight, but I know he's with us in spirit. Erica Bippus is watching. Sherry Keck is watching. Misty Jolly. And Tanya Lunsford. Mine did that a minute ago. I'm going to the page, get my video, and it should come back. There you go. Well, thank you for that. Cindy Arndt, Shayla Amaker, Mara Caney, Amy Bruton. We've got several of them watching. Guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We apologize. Katie Manette, Amanda Wieneman, Chad Jordan. That's our old 7th grade coach. By the way, undefeated 7th grade team. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
I had to throw it in there. And make sure spray for mosquitoes on the movie night, Andy Earls. Yes, sir. We can definitely do that. We've actually already talked about that. So, Dana Hunt, once you go 2%, you never go back. Come on, Dana. Come on now. Here comes Bo Young. He makes 2 guys miss up the middle. Good job. Good positive yards there. Hey, let's score quick. Let's get a turnover, maybe an onside kick. Let's make this thing a game again. Bobcats will take over at their own 39-yard line with 11:40 to go. Down by 3 possessions here in Lepanto, Arkansas.
You think we can tap into some of that magic with Cody Amaker or Bo Young on them fly routes?
I would love Cody Amaker on a fly route or Bo Young. I tell you what, I'd almost put them on both sides of the field and, kind of do what you did earlier. It really worked. It really threw them off guard. They had 2 safeties, and they still couldn't get back. And Gutierrez isn't quite sure where he's supposed to line up here. Here we go, man in motion. It's Dylan Lane. They're going to hand it off to him. They do. It's going to be a reverse, and oh, my gosh, they fumbled it, and I think EPC's got it. It's going to be a reverse there. I like the play call, but no, we landed on it. Good job, Clayton Crosby. I don't know how he got to that football. I really don't. My goodness. Good job by Clayton Crosby, limiting the damage there. I love the play call. You're down. It's late. Why not? They haven't seen it yet. It's a different look. Maybe run the same play and let Crosby pass it out.
That'd be putting a lot of trust in him.
How many reps did he take this week? 0. Okay, well, never mind. Yeah. All right. Game clock running. It's under 11 minutes. Smith with the snap. He's looking to pass. Slant pattern. Bo Young. He caught it. Then he dropped it. Then he caught it. And he dropped it again. My goodness, the ball was pressed up against the defender of EPC, Barry Rossell Jr. He had it. It went to the defender. It came back to him. It went back. That was just kind of a game of hot potato. Do you have it or do I have it?
Yeah. Hot potato would be the perfect reference there, Andy.
3rd down and 14 to go. I got to say, though, the Bobcat crowd's still here. They're still trying to get into this. We got several of them over on the side that are standing up. You love that. I know we're down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter, but you love that on the road. Low snap. Somehow Clay handles it. He's going deep, and he's got Bo Young, and I think he overthrew him. Man, he sure had him there. I don't know if Bo had some trouble getting going or if he just overthrew him. I wasn't watching the route down there. I was really watching the line there. Good job by the offensive line, too, by the way, giving him an opportunity to throw the football. You're 4th down and 14 here, and low chance, low probability of you getting this. They're going to get the ball way deep in their territory. I don't know. You can't blame them, I guess, here for punting. Probably won't see a fake with it being 4th and 14 either. We'll see if Gary Comstock can get some air underneath this one. He handled the snap. I think it might have been tipped the line. Either way, end over end, not a very good punt. It did get to the opposite side of the field here. Looks like EPC will take over. It goes out of bounds at the 46.5, 47-yard line. Good field position again. Here is where I like to see what you're made of. You're down by 22. It's late in the game. Maybe mentally it feels like it's over. It's never over, I promise you. We've seen some crazy things. In fact, this game last year, very crazy how they came back and almost won it. Let's see what they're made of here. Let's see what we see on the defensive line, the effort from the backside guys. Because these guys, they always play through the whistle, and I love it. And speaking of a little bit of a push up there up front, airs it out. Bo Young, is he there? I think he's out of bounds. He did catch it. Good job by Gates. Bo Young was there. Good coverage. Kind of forced him out of bounds. Didn't push him out of bounds, but forced him out of bounds. Man, I don't know how they got away there. It looked like the right guard held on to the Bobcat defender. I couldn't tell if that was Francis or who that was there, but man, had a good jersey. If you got a jersey on the inside, it's one thing, but when you get the jersey on the outside with 2 hands, I'm not sure how they don't call that. Either way, tough job for the referees, obviously. Quick pass to Deuce Moore. He's on the one knee. He's going to be down. He did catch it. No, he did not, they're saying. I think if he caught it, he actually lost a yard, so it's probably a good thing if you're EPC that he didn't. Incomplete pass that should stop the game clock. It does now. 10:32 to go here in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 10. And so far, so good here on the first 2 plays. I know the body language, honestly, the body language on both teams isn't very good. They're both kind of wore out. This has been a track meet tonight at times. So, man in motion, that's Gates. They're going to hand it off to him. He's going to try to gain the edge. He's going to cut it back up, and he's got all kinds of room. He plows over a guy, and he's still going down the far sideline. Is he going to be caught by Dylan Lane? He is not. Great effort by Dylan Lane. He sure tried. He just could not get there. That's a man possessed right there, Rashad Gates. That was a fantastic run. It's one thing, it's one thing he gets the edge. Man, when he gets ahead of steam north and south, there's not a whole lot you can do with it. 10:26 to go, and the EPC, man, has now hung up right at 50 points if my Arkansas math is correct. Again, though, these guys can do it. They can put it up in a hurry. They are picked to win their conference, in a pretty tough conference, I might add, as well. There's 4 teams in that 3-2A that could definitely win it. We've got an official saying, hang on, wait for me. What is he needing here? They resetting a play clock maybe? I think they are. They're resetting it to 25. It was supposed to have been set at 25. That was the deal. On 2-point conversions, it's not 40, it's 25, and they set it at 40. Quick slant. He's got a man. He just dropped it. Andrew Long, the junior there, bless his heart, he gets in and gets something thrown to him, and just couldn't quite corral it. So it'll stay at 50-22. We've got Cole Woodard watching, Ramey Shipman, McKinley Williams. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Turn it around. Absolutely. Love the cheering there. Cristobal Schlicker watching. Thanks for all you have done. We don't get to make it back for games much, but love getting to watch live on Facebook Go Bobcats. So we appreciate that. Hey, listen, we enjoy this. We really do. This first year has been a little tough on us. Obviously, it's going to get better with time. We're going to get used to the technology, used to different things. We're going to catch some breaks finally, I hope, because we have not caught one yet with things that have gone on. One day out of, 356, they have a cell tower go down, and it just so happens to happen during the game that we're covering. So just one of those things. We appreciate it. We really do enjoy it. It is tough and stressful sometimes, but it's fun. We enjoy it. We've got a good staff tonight. We've got Colton Lettyman, director, J.R. Rowox on the camera, Carson Bowser's our statistician and social media manager. Ricky Betts made it, him and both Jared Grady made it from Jonesboro. Tim Earls is here on the camera as well. Gage Arnold's out there somewhere on the ground, field level with the camera, and we just appreciate them all. And honestly, it's definitely no one-man job, I can promise you that. So without them, none of this happens at all. And there's the kickoff. EPC, it's going to go to Dylan Lane. Hey, he caught it this time. I like that. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to stop. He's going to bring it back. My goodness, that's hard to do. He's gained some yards. I love how he put his head down there at the end. He wasn't afraid of the contact. And, man, he hit an EPC defender hard. And matter of fact, that defender's still down. He's just now getting up. And he may have rung his bell there because, my goodness, he put it down and went forward. You love that. And he's a little dude now. He's Scrappy-Doo over there.
Hey, I can relate there. Just put that head down. Not all the way down. Keep your face mask up. But
the shoulder was definitely in there, I promise you.
I love that they're still wanting to kind of punch this EPC team in the mouth. They're down, but they're not out.
Yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. The attitude. It's really a culture is what it is. And once you don't have that culture, it's really tough to change. It takes time. We talked to Don Campbell about that in a podcast. Here's Gutierrez on the far side. He had a little bit of a hole. There's that big old number 75. Again, goes by 296. I'm pretty sure they're off about 30 pounds there at least. And there's an EPC player down.
Speaking of Don Campbell, I wouldn't mind to see some smash mouth football here. Just a couple yards and a cloud of dust kind of football.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? I mean, I know we need to score quickly, but let's just show them who's man out on this football field on the gridiron.
I like it. We make football so hard, but when you boil it down to its finest point, it's really just it's you versus your man. It's been that way for 100 years. It's going to be that way for another 100 more. We make it so hard, the X's and O's and the mind games and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's you versus your man, and you got to have a little bit of pride no matter what the score is. So Clay Smith looking deep. He's got Amaker, but there's a defender there. Amaker almost did a good job of breaking it off, but he did not. It's number 10. That's the Rivercrest transfer again. He's been big all night with the interception. Amaker did a good job there of going from receiver to defensive back, and he almost got a hand on it but just couldn't quite do it. I like the play call, though.
Yeah.
I really do. this is a crazy side note. We just talked about a Rivercrest transfer. I got to throw something out there. This has nothing to do with our game, but there was a gentleman from Rivercrest this week named Riley Jones. Folks, he made a 54-yard field goal. Think about that in high school. A 54-yard field goal against Valley View. They went. I think they lost that game. Might have been a losing effort. But either way, that was the longest in Rivercrest history. And get this. This is what's maybe even more shocking. He made a 54-yard field goal, and it's only the 5th longest in the state history.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. So good little segue there from Rivercrest. But Riley Jones, fantastic job, kid. That's something that's got to be mentioned. I don't care where we're at in the state. So EPC takes over. There will be 9:18 on the clock, and they've got some subs in. And, man, big hole up the middle for number 2, Andrew Lung. Finally going to be brought down by Clay Smith. Man, he had a big hole, and he had a head of steam, too. Head of steam. He's only 5'6", folks, according to this. 5'6", 167. That just shows, I don't care if you're at home and you're not playing football and you think, I'm not big enough. I'm just not quite big enough to play football. Well, that right there will tell you otherwise.
Sometimes it's not about how big you are, Andy. It's just about how mean you are when you get out there.
That's right. That's right. How much whole milk you – oh, they bobbled the snap. It's punted around. It looked like a little ole, little soccer action there. Now, are they going to give them the forward progress on the kick? That isn't right, is it? They fumbled it, and then it was kicked forward. You shouldn't get those yardage. It should be back about 4 yards there where the ball was originally kicked by the quarterback, the backup quarterback, I might add, which is the Rivercrest transfer. But they're going to give it to him now. And they're going to hand off, and there goes that kid again, 5'6", and, man, he's brought down hard. Who was that? Somebody for the Bobcats there in the interior line. I can't quite see the number. I think it was Comstock maybe. My goodness, he threw him down with authority. Getting a little revenge from earlier. I know Comstock took a pretty hard hit earlier. And we're doing some substitutions here. Clay Smith's coming off the field. Amaker's going in for him. And we just got off the field in time there. We had a linebacker from the far side, Landon Berry, chasing. Didn't quite get to him there as they run up the middle, and they're still getting positive yardage. And, you know, we talked about their offensive line. They have 4 seniors coming back. They're not the biggest offensive line that you're going to see. They got a couple of big ones. But 4 offensive linemen that are seniors, I think that says a lot. I really do. And is that going to be – he's going to call it a first down. 7:35 to go, and the clock is ticking as they reset the I'm not sure what just happened there with the play clock. And they're trying to figure it out, I think. There you go. I was going to say, I didn't understand what that was all about there. They're going to reset the game clock. It's at 7:26 right now. They're going to reset it to 7:42, I believe, and they just did that. And they're going to reset the play clock to 25, and it'll start as soon as the whistle goes, I believe, and that's right now. First down and 10 here for EPC. It's been a tough night for the Bobcats here in the second half. You got to give EPC credit for coming out and man, playing their style of ball and at work and getting their guys in an open field. And I'm going to tell you what, this EPC team has got some dynamite playmakers. You talk about quarterbacks in 2A, in all of 2A, I'm not sure there's a better one than the guy we're watching tonight. And I'd put that running back up against anybody, too. Running back / wide receiver, I should say, Mr. Rayshawn Gates.
And number 10, we've heard his number called all night long. They've got a 1-2-3 punch that is very deadly.
Yeah. Bobbled the handoff there. He's going to be brought down by a slew of Bobcats. Crosby's in there, Barry's in there, Red Eddington's in there, Comstock's in there. Dylan Lang was in the backfield, almost made the tackle back there. That's tough. That's a bad feeling when you take that handoff and you start going forward, but the ball's not coming with you. That's not a good feeling at all. And we got Riley Grubb over here. Bless his heart, he couldn't play. He's just – it's tough right now. This is the toughest position you'll be in, feeling like you could have helped as the quarterback keeper there. Taylor's on the outside looking for a blocker. He's got it. He's got plenty of room, and he's got the edge, and I think he's going to score. If he stepped out of bounds, well, no, he didn't. It's a touchdown, EPC. Again, Riley Grubb sitting over here, and bless his heart, you know he wants to be out there. Look at him, you can tell, and that's tough. That is tough for a kid. I've been there. I've been on that sideline and feeling helpless and wanting to help your team, and there's nothing you can do. It's absolutely horrible feeling, and Dakota Wilkins is the same way. And, of course, we lost Bryden Hewitt this second half, too. And he's been a ball-hawking safety now. Hewitt has. He really, really has. So, but either way, EPC scores here. It's 56-22 with 6:33 to go. in the fourth quarter. Comes a sweep around the outside. He's going to cut it back up. Good job, Dylan Lane, pushing him back that way. Clayton Crosby's there with the tackle, and so is that Amaker? I think Dakota Amaker. It is Dakota Amaker. Good job there. They stuffed him on the two-point conversion try, and you love the second effort there. Good job by Lane getting him back the other way, and those guys came in and corralled it. Well, Jerry, we've seen some good, and, of course, we've seen some bad tonight. I tell you that the good that I liked is, man, the left side of the offensive line tonight has been really, really good. I mean, very impressive at times. I know the defense at times here in the second half has looked a little bit gassed. Maybe, outmanned as far as athleticism goes maybe. But, that first half they kept fighting. And there was a couple of drives in that first half. If EPC does not get a first down on a fourth down, who knows? I mean, it might have gotten ugly pretty quick for them, but give them credit too, they converted.
I'm going to go with the easy explanation. It's the tale of two halves. Corning came out the first half and made some big plays, and they got themselves in a prime position to have a big upset here on the road. And like you said, maybe they just ran out of some gas on the defensive side of the ball. But credit EPC for making some plays when they had to. Number 10 has caught everything. Matter of fact, on that handoff, I think the reason why he couldn't hand it off is because those hands are around that football.
He's got some glue on those gloves as EPC's about to kick it off. That's a very good point. They kick it over to the coffin corner. Clayton Crosby, good catch, and he's coming forward the head of steam, makes a move, makes two guys miss. He's still going. Clayton Crosby stiff-arming a guy. My goodness. Coach may look at putting him back there next week on the kickoff return team. Good job by Clayton Crosby. Very nice. And I tell you, he changed direction so quickly. He was going full speed there. That was a fantastic job.
Yeah, great return.
You talk about the tale of two halves. It's so funny you said that because last week it felt like the same thing. It was, I think, 21-0 at halftime, Rector. And, man, it seemed like a different team the second half for Corning. Again, we had some untimely stuff. But if this team could put together, two full halves of football, and they had moments at Rector where, they had flaws, obviously. But I feel like that was the closest game they've had so far of having 4 full quarters of good football.
Well, I don't know exactly how deep this team is, but hopefully, gathering some confidence in the program, they'll keep, having these young guys step up and have some meaningful playing time. Absolutely.
As the handoff there goes to Red Eddington, bless his heart. He had nowhere to go. In his defense, there was nowhere to go. EPC was in the backfield there, just about a step after he got the handoff. Sophomore Red Eddington, he took a hard hit, and he's noticeably limping just a little there as well. So, he felt that one. 5:58 to go here in Lepanto, Arkansas. We appreciate everybody back home watching. We really, really do, guys. Y'all's support has been so phenomenal. Guys, this thing has blown up bigger than we ever thought it would. We could never imagine this, and we love you guys back home for doing this and supporting us, staying behind us. Our sponsors, Clay Smith takes it to the far side keeper, and he gained some positive yards there. I'm not making excuses by any means, but Dakota Wilkins is a big old boy. Not having him tonight really hurt this team, I promise you, on both sides of the line. Riley Grubb, not having him tonight, really hurts this team. In the second half, not having Bryden Uden, I mean, he's your ball-hawking safety. Not having him, that's big. Again, not making excuses. It's part of the game, obviously. You still got to come through, but that's big blows for this team.
Massive blows. I mean, it's already a team that's not has the most depth.
Sure.
And you need, like I said before, you need some of these guys to step up and play big. It's always next man up.
Yes.
And I'm sure that they've given it some phenomenal effort out there. It's just EPC in the second half has just dug deep and a little more than we have.
Yeah, sometimes you have the right horses for the right courses. In the second half, EPC had the right horses, that's for sure. And, again, man, if you're in the 3-2A, look out. This team, you can see why they were picked to win it now. You really can. Last week was kind of an anomaly, as there's going to be a penalty. I think it's going to be offsides on EPC, and Trevor Poe was about to throw his headset at the ground if that was a false start. And we haven't talked much tonight about the coaching staff. Obviously, we got a new assistant, Gunnar Cook from Hoxie. Gunner's been fantastic. Tyler Golden, he's been running the defense. Trevor Poe calling the offense. They all have headsets, obviously, at any time can help out. And Treadway's been pacing, obviously, back and forth talking to kids. And I think it's a really good mixture for our coaching staff. I really do. These guys, I don't know, they jive well, and you like to see that. It's a 4th down and short here for the Bobcats. Clay Smith over the right side. He's going to keep it, and I believe he's going to have enough to move the chains. Clay Smith still chopping those feet. It may only be 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and they're down, several right now, 56-22. Yeah, right here in front of us. So they're down 34, and there's an injury on the field, and that's a Bobcat, and I don't know who that is. Jared, did you see who that was?
I don't have an eye on the number.
Trevor Poe's out there. We sure hope he's okay. He's on his back right now. Good sportsmanship by both teams here. And we're going to take a second to get the camera off. There we go. Very good, guys. Very good camera crew here, and I appreciate them getting the camera off the injured player there. Dwayne Miller, we appreciate you watching, buddy. Bruce and Brenda McGrew, awesome. Clayton. Justin Leverton. Oh, Justin, I miss you, buddy, if you're still listening. Scarlett Prince.
Chump change, dude.
Oh, man, I feel bad for laughing right now. It's a horrible time to be doing that. I know there's an injury out there. I sure hope he's okay. But, man, if you grew up with us and understood that, Justin, I hope he replies to that. Jessica Nicholson, my sister Desiree, I appreciate you. Cindy Arndt, she says, great job, Clayton Crosby. And Jared, because he's laughing uncontrollably over here. Brandon Curley, we appreciate you. Darlene Thompson and Crystal Lucas, we appreciate you too. Ashley Wallace. And we've got several of them on here, guys. We sure do appreciate y'all tuning in. And we're hoping our Bobcat here is going to be okay. We still don't have a name. They're moving all of the players off of the field right now. I do not know what's going on. We've got 2 coaches over there. He's still laying on his back, whoever that may be. Can we get a number on? JR, can you see that just for any parents at home? Who? Okay, so that's what we're being told is that's Dylan Willer is what we're being told. Really hope he's okay, and it's you can hear a pin drop out here anytime. Good sportsmanship by both sides. We don't see anything like ambulance-wise coming out or anything, but he's still on his back. And we're hoping to get. Man, we're just hoping to get some movement of some kind here. I haven't seen anything. He's got his hands on his helmet, and they've got a bunch of people out there now. So, well, we sure do pray for this situation. Obviously, you come out here, and sometimes we take these things for granted, but this stuff can change in a hurry. You've got guys coming at you full speed, and these guys work their tails off to get in top physical shape. And, again, I have no idea what's going on out there and what it was that happened, but the entire coaching staff is out there. You see he's moving right now. That's fantastic. That is fantastic news. Still on his back, from what we're being told, Dylan Willer, from what we're being told. Justin Whitman, we appreciate you tuning in, buddy. Jamie Mason, Josh Raspberry. Charity Pennington, thank you. Brenda Yielding. Our Bobcats are whole milk just like their hearts. I love that. Jared, you can't argue with that. No, that's really, really good. So, and we got JR going down there. JR Roark's going to go down there and check on the situation for us. We're going to try to keep you not necessarily entertained during a time like this, but at least keep the ball rolling here until we can figure out what in the world is going on. DT Bronny, we appreciate you, buddy. Christy Horner, Sherry Ray, Trent Edwards, Skim Milk. Trent, oh, man, we got to talk, bud. Maggie Couch is watching. Judy Pritchett, Cody Showard. Miss Montgomery, thank you for tuning in. Chelsea Cole, Linda Turner, Megan Burkhart, Seth George, Cole Woolward's watching. Man, you guys turned out big time tonight, and I got to say this crowd has been fantastic, too, for the Bobcats. Krista Ballschlicker watching. Thanks for all you've done. Appreciate that, Krista. Going through a lot of them here. Again, we don't have a status update yet. Thank you, guys. Obviously, we got a lot of people in here praying. I'm just looking at this now. Thank y'all. We need it, guys. We really do, because we have no idea what's going on here. Don't have a word. We've got a staff member, J.R. Roark, going down there. I haven't seen an ambulance yet, but Mr. Willer is still on his back, and just awful. You don't want that for anybody, obviously. And it's a tough night already, and then you have something like this happen, and just pray that he's okay here. And man, we're not even getting much reaction. We're trying to kind of gauge reactions here off the coaches, off the officials that are out there. Both sidelines, by the way, of coaches. We appreciate EPC's out there. They're just as worried. I don't know. I'm not really sure what we're waiting on right now. I really don't. We have no official word of anything. Guys, while we've got a second, I know it doesn't feel right to go on here, but we've got to get you through this. Thursday, September 26th, there's going to be a game night in Finger Foods at the Brad Corning Senior Center. Thursday, September 26th, okay? So write that down. The Brad Corning Senior Center is located at 1403 West Main Street in Corning, Arkansas, or you can contact them at 870-857-6308. Again, Thursday, September 26th. And I'm going to let Jared talk about our next little mention here and sponsor.
Yeah, so as Andy was talking about, I started a venture with a co-host and co-worker back in February. It's called Sports Therapy Podcast. So if you're into listening to podcasts, the things that we cover is pretty much good amateur sports review and discussion. We try to cover a lot of Razorback content, especially now since it's the football season, but we've done some interviews. All right, I apologize.
Amen. Yeah,
we had a prayer there.
That's a very classy thing there by EPC. Thank you guys for doing that. Go ahead. Sorry, Jared. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, I'll definitely pause for prayer there. But, we do good amateur sports review and discussion. We've had, if you've listened before, Coach Campbell on the show to kind of talk about his life as a football coach, and we've had other people in the sports realm that we've interviewed, some previous collegiate athletes talking about the transfer portal, and Nikki Chavanel from Rivals.com.
She's doing really good for herself. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so our main content is covering sports and throwing in a little bit of health and physical fitness in there too.
Absolutely. Well, you guys do a good job. I know we jumped on board with you because we trusted you, obviously, and do a fantastic job. That's what we did with the the Coach Campbell podcast, and you guys even drove up with us really late. Heck, we didn't get back from Bologna till I don't know.
Yeah, it was late.
Very, very late. So, but
you guys can listen to the podcast on Google Podcast or Apple Podcast and Spotify. So we have a Facebook page, Sports Therapy Podcast on Facebook. Go over there, give us a like, and check us out. Give us a review. We'd appreciate it.
Okay, we are getting an update. And folks, please, if this isn't accurate, I'm really sorry, but we're getting an update from a couple of our staff members down there that this is some sort of neck injury that they're waiting for an ambulance to transport Dylan Wheeler. Anytime, of course, Jared, this is probably more in your wheelhouse than mine, but I know anytime you have a neck injury, the last thing you ever want to do is chance anything. You want to be super, super safe, proceed with all kinds of caution. So maybe that's why this is taking so long. Maybe that's why he's still on his back. They don't want him moving at all. Obviously, you've got a little more experience than I do there, though.
I do have quite a bit of experience, worked 9.5 years in a hospital, but honestly, Andy, triage is not my expertise.
Okay.
I'm more handling people after the fact of an injury, but I think all the things that you said were true. You absolutely want to stabilize it, and you want to let the trained professionals who do work with triage handle the patient and get them to the nearest and most capable emergency room and let them kind of diagnose and move forth with what's going on. So hopefully those guys down there also are doing some neuro checks and things like that if it is a neck injury.
Yeah. As we see the ambulance making its way now right around the corner here. I'll say this, they've done a good job at least staying there with him, and they've got several people over there. Man, all you can do is just pray for the best here. This is definitely tough. It makes you realize how precious, obviously, things are in life, and you just can't take anything for granted. And this is a wonderful sport. We love it, but of course it's not a contact sport. It is a collision sport, and there are risks that we all take. Obviously, I have. Man, I'll never forget a story. We were in against Mountain View at home one night, and a kid goes down, and man, all you could see was just the white of his eyelids, and he wasn't moving for several minutes, and everything worked out. They got him out of there, and this is kind of a scary situation. I know that was on the field. It was scary, so I can't imagine. We're up in the bleachers, so I can't imagine being down there and a parent either. So.
Well, I will say this. One positive thing is that he was holding his face mask while he was laying down there, so looked like he had some motor control of both arms, and it looks like he had some grip. It being related to the neck.
Yes.
That's a good thing to see that he had some motor control there. I mean, I'm not
Absolutely.
trying to make people hyper aware or anything. Like we said, we don't know if that's an absolute report. That's not an official
Exactly.
report.
Yeah. Please don't lay on that with everything. That's not concrete. That's just we've got a couple of staffers down there. They're trying to do the best they can to get you guys, because I know you parents at home. We got a lot of people watching right now, and man, kinfolks, friends, whatever. Town folk, anybody. This is one of our sons. This is a son of Corning.
But
so
the objective thing is that he did have motor control of his arms, even though it did say our report was a neck injury.
Yes.
Motor control of the arms is obviously a good thing.
I'm going back to the social media here. David Hall, no ambulance on site. No, David, unfortunately, Bud, there wasn't. I'm not sure the story there. Maybe they were out on a call. I really don't know. I shouldn't assume anything at this point. Who was it? Well, we're being told, again, we're at a bad vantage point. We're being told, Bobby Small, that it was Dylan Wheeler, of course, offensive defensive lineman, number 79 for the Bobcats in white. Bruce and Brendan McGrew said he was holding his – yes, he was. You're right. And Jared just alluded on that. He was holding his helmet when he first went down. And I'm like, Jared, listen, I'm no professional at this at any nature, but I've got to think that's got to be a good sign. Has to be a good sign. Jamie Dowdy, good video tonight. Hope he's okay. Thank you, Jamie. We appreciate that. We sure try. I know it's trying. Obviously, we've got some stuff we dealt with tonight. Did we lose them, Colton, at one time? Did we lose our stream at one time tonight? I think one time, yeah. Yeah, again, we had a weird situation. Their Verizon tower locally here went down, which was – we had two Verizon things that were bonding at the same time, and then their Wi-Fi locally went down. It was just kind of a perfect storm. Their tech guy had to leave to Memphis tonight for a situation, so there was nothing else there for backup. It was just a bad situation. So we apologize we lost you there. This is a very, very remote location, though. And Corey Godwin jump change. Corey does remember that. So
Corey, Justin, anybody, if you're listening, man, and this isn't about us, but those are some of the best days of my life. Is in the locker room with you guys. I know that.
Amen.
I know that this 2006 class and that 2005 class of Corning, we were a bit rivals, but honestly, we made each other a lot better, at least athletically. And those are some times that I cherish.
Yeah, and right now we're getting some updates. Thank you, Jessica Russell. It looks like there was a final, if I'm seeing this right. The Rector Cougars beat the Piggott Mohawks 22-8. Is that correct, Ricky Betts? Thank you, Jessica Russell, for that update as they're trying to I hate to play-by-play something I don't really know much about, but they're trying to get him on the gurney here to get him obviously up into they're lifting him up now. There's about 4 of them there. And I assume they're going to strap him down from there, Jared, I assume, and then
honestly, and then really one of the only things I really want to relay to listeners and viewers is so far the only objective things that I've seen is that he was holding his helmet, holding his face mask.
There we go. Fantastic.
So everything else is really kind of speculative at this point.
It looked like we just got maybe a thumbs up from his right hand there. That is fantastic. Again, we don't know. I mean, listen, let's still be precautious because that's something you don't take lightly. Very, very serious. We see him getting.
We know that it's serious enough that they called the ambulance.
Yes.
That the personnel on the field didn't feel comfortable or confident in what they were assessing and what they were evaluating at the time. So something gave them enough caution to call in the trained professionals.
Yeah.
And like I said, everything else at this point is speculation.
We're actually being told right now that they have actually. I don't know if this is true or not. We just got word. No, I guess they're not. I guess they're going to stretch and get ready. It sounded like the PA announcer called the game there. There's still 4 minutes and 20 seconds, as you can see on the clock there. I think he was just maybe misinformed. Maybe we're going to return to the game. But I'm looking through the window there. I can actually see Wheeler's hand moving a little bit. That's got to be a good sign too. So as the ambulance is still on the field here, both teams are obviously stretching. You sit around that long, you get pretty stiff, especially after playing for so long. So it's a good idea. Get them out there, get them stretched out. Obviously, if you know the Wheelers, just, hey, pray for them, give them some good thoughts and vibes, good vibes. We've got J.R. Roark back up here. Maybe we'll get a little bit of I'm going to kind of take my headset off and try to get a little bit of a detailed report on this, okay?
And something else to keep in your mind is these other players, Mr. The PA announcer is saying something. I'm going to try to listen in here.
Okay, guys, J.R. Roark did a good job of getting down there, getting us some reports. So here's what's going on. It is a neck injury for sure. Right now what they're doing is they're going to take him to St. Bernard's in Jonesboro. He was talking, and there was some movement, but it was very painful from what we're understanding. I'm sorry. Precautionary stinger is what David Hall is telling us. So, that's tough. But listen, there is good news. There are some good positives there. So that's the way we got to leave it. Guys, we've got to get back to a football game here. I know it's tough, but 4-12 and counting. It's 56-22. The Bobcats have the football. It's going to be first down and 10. Good field position here at the EPC 30-yard line. And ambulance is now getting away here, so hopefully everything's going to be okay there. And, of course, the clock's going to run, obviously. Gutierrez up the left side. He's got a big gain. He's going to run out of bounds. Jared, I tell you what, you didn't see Gutierrez. Normally he cuts that up and gets contact, but after something as wild as we just seen, it's almost like you don't even want contact,
Yeah, especially also whenever you've been kind of sitting on the sidelines watching your buddy kind of carted off in an ambulance.
Yeah.
Remember, these are 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. Most of them probably haven't seen an ambulance. They haven't seen adults working up someone in some medical situation. This is absolutely scary for them. This is yes. their brother in arms, And so keep these teammates in your prayers too. These guys have a lot of football left to be played this season, and you don't want them to necessarily shy away from contact. You want them to play the game at the fastest pace that they can, because usually whenever you try to hold back, you end up, getting injured yourself in some other way. So
now you got to play for him. That's your rally cry right now, and we got some more stuff in here. Hope for good news, obviously. Yes, absolutely. They keep them immobile because damage can be. Yes. Okay, very good. Finish with pride, Bobcats. Kathy Post says absolutely. Could not agree more, and we'll see if we can do that here. So Bobcats have second down. And Clay Smith's going to hand off to Gutierrez over the right side. He's cutting up the middle, and, boy, he sure got a good chunk of yardage there.
I think we can get our announcer voices back, though.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough transition. It really is.
Yeah.
Tough transition. We apologize at home. 2:12, obviously the clock's still going to be running this late in the game, and with the 56-22 score. I will say this, though. These guys didn't back down from anything. Like you said earlier, seeing Dylan Lane and Clayton Crosby, going for contact late in the game when they were down. I love seeing that. That's the pride of the Bobcats. You love to see that. And they're still fighting right here after something that is crazy as we just saw, and as late as this game is and how far down we are. Good job of the offensive line on the left side, man. We said that a lot tonight. And Clay Smith, it takes 4 or 5 guys to push him back. It's just almost impossible. Chopping those feet, good game there over the left side. They've got something here. I'm telling you, next week, go over that left side of the offensive line. There's good things going to happen. Here's another thing about this game. Non-conference. This does not hurt you as far as conference goes. And that's big, obviously, if you have aspirations of possibly sneaking into that playoffs, maybe getting that 4th or 3rd spot. I mean, you'll never know. Football, anything can happen. So this definitely won't hurt you in the long term as far as goals go.
Yeah, it looks like they're milking quite a bit of clock here, trying to probably just close out this game before each snap.
Gutierrez on the outside. He's going to cut it back up instead of taking it out of bounds. Good job by Gutierrez. There's 53 seconds on the clock. 52 as the 40-second play clock starts. That's a first down and goal by the Bobcats. And listen to the crowd. That's fantastic. Love the crowd getting into it here late in the game. Gotta love that. Folks, we're counting down the final seconds here. Post-game, we're going to kick it to our sponsors. Then we're going to come back for some final words, so stay with us, okay? Stay with us if you can after that. We'll kick it to our sponsors. That's about a 9 or 10-minute video. I'm not sure how long it was, but we'll kick it to them. 23 seconds ago, this could be the final play of the game here. Gutierrez over the left side. Makes a man miss. Wow, Barry Sanders-like. And is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Bobcats. Shake and bake by Jake Gutierrez. My goodness, what an effort by number 2 in white. 56.
I'm going to go cheesy here and say that the defender got snake bitten there by Jake the Snake there.
I like it. He's his shoes are out there somewhere, but 4 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It looks like we will get an opportunity for the PAT, whether it's an extra point or going for 2, and I think they're going for the extra point. This will be interesting. Let's see what Colin Wilson does here. We have not seen much of this year, so as the crowd stands up, obviously this is the next to last play of the game here. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up. Off the crossbar, and it's in. Off the upright, it's in. Off the left upright and into the student section. He kicked it hard enough. That was a fastball there. The field goal pole's still shaking. It hasn't stopped moving yet. Great job by Colin Wilson. Man, I liked it. And they went ahead and ran the clock on the PAT. I haven't seen that one before. Hey, but that's okay. That'll do it here from Lepanto, Arkansas. Final 56 EPC. Your Corning Bobcats 29. Prayers with Dylan Wheeler. Guys, again, we're going to send it off to our sponsors. We got to pay the bills, but we'll be right back. Stick with us here. Harold's Barbecue out of Corning, Arkansas. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats. The best barbecue in town by a stoplight. Stop by and say hi to the crazy pitmaster, Lyndon Massey. Carry out, dine in, catering. Come hungry, leave happy. Harold's Barbecue. A big thanks to Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Kathy Goodman and staff would like to invite you to drop by for any of your pharmaceutical needs and or Razorback and Bobcat apparel. Drop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 1, or use the convenient drive-thru. Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Red Taylor Ford, locally owned and operated by the Taylor family since 1977. Their company has been an integral part of the Corning community since their beginning, participating and or donating to basically every major community project to come before them. They have a top-notch service department with master certified technicians. Contact them for all of your automotive needs at 870-857-3516 or at www.redtaylorford.com.
This is Mike Vincent, Certified Public Accountant. I've been a Bobcat fan for as long as I can remember, having worn the black and gold as a student years ago. Join me in supporting our students as they proudly represent our school and community. And come see me on 2nd Street in downtown Corning for all your tax and accounting needs. Go Bobcats.
CSR would like to thank Parkview Restaurant of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. Parkview offers breakfast, lunch, and supper, including daily plate lunches, and they have a deli with a variety of lunch meats and nightly specials. Amy and Danny and Jordan are big supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Parkview Restaurant. A special thanks to Richardson Family Dentistry out of Corning, Arkansas. Locally owned, locally operated, a fine dental office with a great staff that are all proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcat Athletics program. Richardson Family Dentistry. Your local Farm Bureau insurance company introducing Ag Promise, an exceptional policy that protects everything farmers rely on. Ag Promise is a competitively priced, easy to understand, and tailored to meet your specific needs. That's Farm Bureau's commitment to you, and they have a team of local agents and adjusters ready to back it up. Give them a call today to protect your agribusiness. It's not complicated, it's a promise. Ag Promise, 870-857-6788.
Hey all you Bobcats, this is Ty Price of Price Farms, and I want to challenge everyone to attend at least 5 football games this year. Let's show our boys that we believe in them. Remember, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat.
A special thanks to Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation on their sponsorship. Whether it's grain bins, wells, pumps, underground pipe, or any service of that nature, Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation will take care of you. Rhonda and Jerry Solace would like to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. First Choice Healthcare in Corning, Arkansas, proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics, celebrating 25 years of community healthcare. At First Choice Healthcare, we practice compassionate, affordable healthcare for everyone to help improve lives and build healthier communities. First Choice Healthcare, your community, your health. CSR would like to give a special thanks to B&B Well Drilling out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas, for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Brian and Lisa Bass are proud graduates of Corning High School, and they invite you to call them for any of your well drilling needs. 870-215-3808, B&B Well Drilling. A big thanks to Clay County Electric Co-op out of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. CCE is an electric utility company in Clay County with dedicated workers and a friendly staff, and have always been proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Clay County Electric Co-op, 3111 US 67 Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-3521. A special thanks to Woolard Flying Service out of Corning, Arkansas for supporting Bobcat Athletics. Matt Woolard would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck this season and also remind them that the sky is the limit. Woolard Flying Service, 870-857-3839. A special thanks to Civil Engineering Associates for being proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics. 2 locations, one in Jonesboro, one in Poplar Bluff. Professional engineer John Seelig of CEA would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Keith and Rhonda Turner of K-Ron Farms would like to encourage the community to support the students of the Corning School District. Whether it is a sporting event or an academic accomplishment, these students are representing our school. We need to let them know how proud we are of them. Let's show our Bobcat pride. It's great to be a Bobcat. K-Ron Farms. Looking for a good and reliable used car? Stop by and see the father-son combination of Mark and Kyle Williams at Mark's Car ER Auto Sales. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats, locally owned and operated, 870-565-5046. Wiedemann Farms, 561 County Road 131 in Corning, Arkansas. Wiedemann Farms has been serving the Corning community since 1978. Larry and Mary Wiedemann are proud supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Wiedemann Farms, go Cats. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Boschlicker Brothers Farms for sponsoring our endeavor. The Boschlickers have always been avid Bobcats and avid supporter of all things Corning athletics. Thank you again, Boschlicker Brothers Farms. First National Bank takes the banking experience and customizes it to fit you. Whether it's supporting your Corning Bobcats or saving you time by eliminating trips to the bank, First National Bank puts you first. Always. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, First National Bank. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann out of Corning, Arkansas. Extremely kind-hearted people who not only support the community, but they also support the Corning Bobcat Athletics. Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to State Representative Joe Jett for sponsoring our endeavor. Mr. Joe Jett has always been active in the community, whether it's supporting the town of Corning or it's supporting Bobcat Athletics. This is a political ad paid for by State Representative Mr. Joe Jett. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Watson Oil Company for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Locally owned, locally operated. Kelly and Chad Watson would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Watson Oil Company, 406 Southeast 1st Street, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-0006. Most of us are more comfortable doing important business with people we know and trust. You've been running into shelter insurance agent Kirk Scobie in Corning at church, at the grocery store, and the county fair for more than 25 years now. If personal service, trust, and easy access to your insurance agent are important to you, give Kirk Scobie or his team a call. Contact Kirk Scobie and ask about a free personal protection review for your auto, home, or life insurance today. From all the guys here at CSR, we'd like to give a special thanks to Mike Townsend. Mike Townsend is the owner and operator of Mike Townsend Farms, LLC out of Corning, Arkansas. Whether it's grain, lime, hay, byproducts, gravel and litter. Mike Townsend Farms covers it all. Again, thank you to Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout-out to Rockwell Farms out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas. Logan and Karen Rockwell have been avid supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Logan and Karen would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Rockwell Farms.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to Conquest and roll on.
Midwest Auto Parts, longtime proud supporters of the Corning Bobcats. Locally owned by the George family and serving your community since 1946. Midwest Auto Parts.
Roll in to Conquest and roll on.
And we're back here live in Lepanto, Arkansas. We appreciate you guys hanging with us tonight. It was a fantastic night for football. I'll say that weather-wise, we finally caught a little bit of a break, and I don't know if it was in the 90s or not, but it was probably close. But it wasn't high 90s and full sun, so we finally caught a break. EPC, the Warriors won on their home field 56-29 over the Bobcats. That's a tough EPC team, and we feel like they're going to go far just like they're predicted to go as we're handing some scores here. First and foremost, though, before we even get talking about anything, our prayers, our thoughts, all of our good vibes are with Dylan Willer. We were told that he was taken to St. Bernard's and Jonesboro, obviously via ambulance here. It was a neck injury of some sort, so a pretty bad stinger. We still don't have any updates. If we get them, we will post them. If you get anything that's, worthy of being posting, that's legit, that if the family, I'd imagine we'd probably need to make sure the family's okay with that too. I don't know if anybody knows that or not, but definitely need to check in on that. But again, we're praying for you, buddy. The couple of the scores tonight from around our conference, or at least people that we're going to be playing this year in our conference in 3-3A. Harrisburg won over Mountain View 38-0. 38-0. Love, goose egg, whatever you want to call it. We get them next Friday and Thursday. Junior high, by the way. Junior high played a lot better last night. I'm glad they beat Piggott. That's our crosstown rivals. I can't get that one to go back on there. It's somebody else's phone. I apologize. Rector is going to claim Clay County this year with a 22-8 win over Piggott tonight. Congratulations to Dave Hendricks and the bunch there. So I believe we've got a Newport score here. Wow, in the fourth quarter, Lone Oak Jackrabbits. Lone Oak Jackrabbits 42, Newport 40. That is an absolute barn burner. Trying to see if we got anything else here in the conference. We got, of course, a team there close. Truman 22, Paragould 7. Paragould 30 miles away there. Can't find anything else as far as Salem 22, Walnut Ridge 26 in the fourth quarter. That's a heck of a football game. That lead has changed hands many times from what we've seen so far tonight. Listen, great job in the first half of the Bobcats of answering everything EPC threw at them. EPC in the second half, honestly, sometimes speed kills, and sometimes you either have speed or you're chasing speed, and sometimes that speed will wear you out too. I think that's what happened there late in the second half. All that speed just kind of eventually wore down Corning. A lot of fight in those Bobcats, though. Love to see that. Again, a couple of little turnovers here and there. Fourth down defense was tough tonight, but it's tough. You got a quarterback like Preston Raines and a running back like Gates, receiver. The transfer we talked about all night long, Taylor from Rivercrest. It's really tough. Really, really, really tough. Again, I know you got to make plays, but they fought with them for nearly 3.5 quarters, but just didn't have enough gas tonight. Again, the big story of the night, obviously, is Dylan Willard. He's in our thoughts, our prayers, and we're hoping to get some good updates there on that young man. So for everybody here at CSR, Corning Sports Report, we're going to try to come to you live Thursday. I know that isn't on our sponsor package or a game that we promised to do, but we're amped up after that win over Piggott, and we want to cover some junior high football. So we're going to come to you Thursday live from Bobcat Stadium now. That's not on the schedule as Bobcat Stadium. It's scheduled at Harrisburg. Their field is not ready. So they'll be coming up to Corning Thursday night, and then we'll have essentially a doubleheader at home. Thursday night, Friday night. Your Bobcats will be coming back home, and hopefully we'll have some good news on Riley Grubb, Dakota Wilkins. Hopefully Bryden Hewitt will be able to play next week as well. Hopefully we can get healthy again. Hopefully Dylan Worrell is going to be okay too. Well, if he can't play next week, who knows? I can't imagine he would be. But if he can't, we're fighting for him. We're playing for him. And, you're tough when you've got something to play for. But when you got somebody to play for, totally different animal. So, again, for everybody here at CSR, all the helpers, great crowd tonight. Great crowd on the live stream tonight. We appreciate you guys being a part of this. We really, really do, man. That was awesome. Thank you guys. We're gonna turn out the lights here. Literally, there's nobody left here but us. So I guess we're gonna get the light as we leave. It's like Motel 6. They'll leave the light on for you. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, go Cats.